Wow, we're here. We're leveling up our advanced 5th edition. We're doing all of the things. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Hello everyone. My name is Lexi. I'm your narrator for tonight for the story To Save a Kingdom. Before I, get into what we are doing, what we're playing tonight, I want to pass it around to my amazing, wonderful players to go ahead and introduce themselves. Oh, do I have a layout? No, I don't. This is my own failure.
I love it.
It's
Drac,
visually
you first.
exciting.
Loving this energy. Hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. I'm a TTRPG performer, producer, just everything and anything TTRPG related I am doing or will be doing. But today I am playing Willow, who uses he, they pronouns, just like me, Drac, who also uses that. And they are a Draconist sorcerer, plain touched. Azamar is still what I fall under. And he's very humble and not self-centered at all. Honestly, not so much self-centered now because I think there's someone else at the center of his world at this moment. But that's all I'll say about Willow. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, you should catch up on them. But I want to pass it on to Humna. Oh, I got it right the first time.
Yeah, you did. Hello, everybody. My name is Humna. I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me all over the social medias at Lilith TTRPG. And today I will be playing Yusuf, who uses they, Ray pronouns. And Yusuf is a bird folk adept, and I guess, has like partner or whatever, maybe. I don't know. We haven't had that talk yet. I will pass it over down to Madeline.
Hello, I am Madeline, known as the Goose Girl in all corners of the internet because I am in my silly goose era. Tonight I am playing Rowan, who is straight and not a disaster.
Well, muted, sorry.
It's okay.
Opposite day?
It's opposite day. No, I'm taking inspiration from Drac being no. But yeah, I'm playing Rowan tonight. Rowan uses she, they pronouns. Is an elf and is a throwing ace rogue. I am also going into tonight's battle with 18 HP. So
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I haven't rested.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. Huh.
Wait, why?
I'm pretty sure we have rested.
You guys have rested
I don't
for
know.
sure.
All I know is that I took damage and my constitution is a +1. So there's not a lot I can do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've been attacked at
Nobody's attacked.
we didn't get
yet.
attacked at the carnival,
No,
right?
Not at the carnival, but something like before the carnival, because we went straight from the forest to the carnival.
Oh,
You guys have had a
that's
rest
true. We
since
did,
then.
but we
You guys have
took
had
like
a
3
short
days to
rest,
get through the
yeah.
forest.
Yeah, we took 3 days to travel, so we would
I
have had
thought it was instantaneous.
No.
I got a
Power
change.
square
No, that's why
No.
you missed Philomena's show.
I gotta change
Yes.
something real quick. I thought it was like Narnia. It's 1 day for us, even though it's 3 days for them. Oh, well. I guess I have full HP.
Nope, we all
now.
got to
Never
sleep in a
mind.
single
okay, Savannah.
tent for 3 days.
My brain.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, Savannah, it's your turn. Go now. I need to stop talking.
Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm Savannah Broadway. I run the Gate Pass Gazette, the magazine that puts out new content for Level Up Advanced 5th Edition. You can find me on Twitter at Purple Gnomeling, no E. More importantly, you can find my conure Remy at Wreck-It Remedem. We may or may not be blessed by her presence. She has apple slices, which are way cooler than actual plays when you're a parent. I am playing a Fey-touched bard named Piers, and he is an adorable, dumbass.
Yeah.
And that's what I got.
We love to see it.
And his sprite friend Thistledown, who may be voiced by Remy if she decides to make an alarm call.
Amazing. All that being said, this game is to be played with the Level Up Advanced 5th edition. That is, it's basically a deeper, more flexible version of the 5e rule set, which you already know and love if you love 5e, but would love to a little bit more of depth to the rule set. Level Up is the game for you. If you're familiar with D&D 5e, the rules will be simple enough to pick up as you play, or you can go check the rules out for free at www.a5e.tools. There we go. We got it. That's what a break.
You did it.
It's great. Yes. You can check out that link. We're playing through the To Save a Kingdom adventure path, which will be available in retail in October this year. That being said, I was at Origins this past week and I saw the N Publishing or the N World publishing stand, and I was looking for the book. I was like, oh my gosh, where is it at? So October, everyone, October. I think we're ready to dive in. And if
I'm
so,
ready.
let's do a little recap.
Yeah.
This is gonna be important. Because the biggest thing, ooh, this music. There we go. I know how to do this. Last episode, our heroes, which was very, very fun, very, very good carnival.
Wait, your mic? It might just be for me, but your mic is
You're
hard to hear. for some
underwater,
reason.
Lexi.
I'm
Yeah.
underwater. Oh,
You sound way better
it's
now.
better. It's better
Yeah.
when you get close
There
to
you
it.
are.
I wonder why.
Oh, it's good now.
There we go.
Yeah.
My cord was a little bent. That's why.
Ah.
So true.
It is Pride Month.
It
Um,
is.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Oh, Jack. Reevaluate.
Drac. Yeah. Do you take? Hey, Drac. What does that mean? Hey, Drac. What does this mean?
It's not straight. What do you mean?
Okay. Cool. You're a goofball. You're a goofball.
Drax said gay people are bad. Anyway.
Happy Pride, everyone. That being said, last time we enjoyed a very fun, very gay carnival. You danced. Oh my god, the dancing scene. You danced.
Yeah.
You ate pies in a competition. Some whimsical fun was had overall at this carnival. As the
Gay panic happened.
Gay panic definitely happened, but also gay panic. The little gay heart was the one gay heart. Two little gay hearts were confirmed and validated in their affections for each other. As Yusuf and Willow had a very heartwarming dance together, and Rowan's longtime friend Philomena also confirmed their feelings for each other as well. That being said, towards the end of the carnival, you all realized that your items, the items you had received from Granny Appleseed, the infamous Hag of the Werewood, those items had been stolen. And when Rowan asked Philomena about it, finally went back to Philomena's tent, you all saw a black moss, this disgusting sticky black liquid creeping up the side of her tent. It seemed to have spread to Philomena. This music is so happy for what I'm talking about right now. It's like the Tangled dance scene in the middle of me talking about
Yeah.
being so sad. Had crawled up this tent, had touched Philomena, and all she could tell you was that Oliver had something to do with it. Most of you didn't know who Oliver was, except for Rowan. Rowan knew exactly who this person is. An old friend, a criminal, a thief, a con man, and now someone who has run away with everything important to you. You left Philomena back in town as the festival started to shut down, and took Three-Fingered Jake. And I think you actually did take Philomena with you.
Yes, she is outside.
Yeah.
We did because she was given the poison dagger.
Mhm.
Yes, absolutely. So, you all started to travel. I'm going to change the music at this point. You all started to travel towards a house called the. Do Do I have the name of it? Why am I being like this? Yeah, you guys all traveled basically following the path of Oliver, essentially towards Brockendale Castle. This decrepit old exposed castle, and as you got closer to it, you saw webs reaching out across the long grasses of this place. You stumbled across someone who seemed to be all webbed up. They still were kind of wiggling and moving just a little bit. You cut them free, but they seemed too weak to head to town themselves, so you assigned Philomena and Three-Fingered Jake to basically stand outside and take care of them. While that was happening, you all decided to approach this castle. And as you got closer, you walked up the main steps. You headed towards what would be a foyer in this castle, but the stone had a lot of wear and tear on it. This place was broken down entirely, and you all kind of snuck, climbed up the side of this on top of the wall where there was like no roof to this area, and were able to look in, and you saw 4 spiders. And that's where we're going to start now. I believe that last time someone rolled pretty low on essentially to make sure none of them noticed you. So we're going to be starting with rolling initiative if we can. I would love to roll initiative, and we're gonna see what happens.
Nothing's gonna go wrong.
No, nothing can go wrong.
Great. It's gonna go
Roll
perfect.
My lucky pickle dice.
Yeah.
I am starting off strong with a hot
Hamna.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
which is a 5 total.
Oh, cool.
I rolled a 20. Is that 20? Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
That's a
And-
7.
Rad. That's not too bad. Okay. Amazing. So, as you look at this, you all definitely see this space with exposed stone. It is standing underneath you, but at any point in time, you feel like this thing could, like the walls that you're all standing on could crumble. And what you see before you, you see a larger spider in a farther right corner, like in front of you, and 3 smaller spiders kind of covering every other corner. So from this point onwards, you're just kind of, you see the big one, and it's just like chittering, and you hear a squeal, and these other spiders notice you and start to chase up the wall towards you. We're going to start with Willow. Willow, what would you like to do first?
Yeah. That's creepy.
Yeah.
I'm going to. How far away from us are they as they're hurrying over to
About
us?
20 feet. This is like a
20
foyer.
feet?
They can't.
Okay.
There, no one's farther than 20 feet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost
Nice.
as they take in a deep breath, and again the area around him kind of drops in temperature, and there's a whitish, light bluish glow from his chest, and kind of basically breathe a column of frost at this creature, and that is. There we go. Okay. I made a macro for this. There we go. 17 to hit.
Amazing. That's absolutely going to hit. Now, what I will say to describe this scene a little bit more, you see one spider that has like these. All of them have these like Rorschach designs on them, but one has more red tinge to it, one has more blue tinge to it, one has more green tinge to it, and then there's the big one. So, which one are you aiming at? That's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the. I want to go for the red one. The one with
Nice.
the red kind of imagery on it.
So 17 absolutely is going to hit. How much damage you doing?
Let me check to make sure I'm level 4 right now.
Mhm.
Okay, so one is 1d8 cold damage. 3 points of cold damage.
Okay. You do 3 points of cold damage to this little tiny guy. You hear, yeah, as your ray of cold bounces off its back, just blasting onto the cold stone. Yeah, a layer of frost batters across this wall, and you've put in a nice chunk of damage on this thing.
And its speed has reduced to 10 feet now, as well, as you
Nice.
see the frost gripping onto the joints and making it a bit harder. I guess even the surface itself, making it harder for it to get across it.
Yeah, it's like stuck on the wall trying to pull away.
Yeah. And I am going to, as subtly as I can, stand in between Yusuf and any spiders. Not gonna say anything, not gonna make it too obvious, but I'm gonna stand between Yusuf and
You're like
any
6
spiders.
foot tall. It's fairly obvious.
I am very small compared to you.
Yeah.
He thinks it's subtle. Whether or not it actually is, I'll leave it up to everyone else. But yeah, he'll position himself in between, and that will be the end of his turn.
Amazing. That's going to bring it around to Rowan at next, and Piers, you're on deck after a few of our friends go as well. So, Rowan, what would you like to do?
That's a great question, Lexi.
We're going to go this way.
Part of me is like, there's so many options on the table here.
Yes.
I think what I would like to do is I want to, if they know that we're here, right? They're very aware of our presence. Okay, cool. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide right now and set up for a sneak attack on my next turn.
Nice.
So I would like to get into like a nice elevated corner, and I am more than willing to roll stealth.
Please, give me a stealth roll. Yeah, and what you all gather from this, like, and you can definitely do insight checks, you can definitely kind of see what the situation is. This just seems like they have lived in this castle for a long time. This is their domain right here.
Their home.
If Oliver, yes, this is their home. If Oliver is here, it's probably disconnected from these spiders. You can definitely do an insight check to see, but they just seem to be living here, and webbing up people along the way.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Good for them. It's their life, you know.
Yeah.
I rolled a 24 for stealth.
Rad. There's like literally no way they could notice you unless of a natural 20, which I'll roll right now.
Okay.
That's a 16, so that's absolutely not going to notice you. So you have successfully hidden all of the benefits of hiding. You will basically get when you're ready to make your sneak attack.
Okay, awesome. And then, can I do an insight check or no?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Okay. There's a little man who wants to play here too.
Oh my gosh. Everyone
Give
gets
him
familiar.
dice.
Yeah.
He can play one of the spiders.
Oh my god. I do
Probably
think
roll
cats in spider
amazing.
costumes are so cute.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 16 for insight.
Rad. Give me 2 things you would like to know.
I would like to know, whose side are these spiders on? Are they just like neutral, or are they like being manipulated in a way?
You see I'm gonna always say this word, you see a black moss creeping up their legs.
No.
So whether they are impartial, you don't believe they're fully impartial, but
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna clock that for
and
later.
anything else you'd like to know?
I think I would like to know is, I feel like, I don't know, because like with that information, part of me is like I can't just ask where Oliver is because this is like a maze of a castle. But I guess, are there any like weird traps we should be aware of besides the spiders? Like, does anything just look like, aside from this being a creepy castle and there's spiders being here, is there anything else that's like, that feels so wrong?
Not specifically from where you are. Even at a hidden vantage point, your line of sight is kind of hindered.
Okay.
But you did see like a failed pit trap near the door. Like a bunch of spikes that essentially have kind of dulled down.
Okay.
About 5 feet below the door where someone might have fallen through.
Okay. Okay,
But
well,
outside of that.
perfect. I will kind of knock that in my brain space, and when I'm out of hiding, I'll tell people that.
Nice. There you go.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, that is around to our spider friends. Spider friends.
Spider friends.
Yeah. So the red one, each of them are going to attack one of you. We'll say one of the smaller spiders. The red one's going to attack Willow because you struck it. The green one's going to attack Yusuf. And the blue one is going to attack Piers, specifically because they cannot see Rowan right now. So we'll start with their attacks. Which, they're little tiny guys. Like, they're big for the average spider, but they're little tiny guys. So, to start, we got 19 plus 3 going towards Willow.
That hits.
Mm-hmm. We got a 4 plus 3 going for Yusuf.
That does not hit.
Yeah. And where did that other dice go? 14 to hit Piers.
That meets. So yeah, it's meet or beat.
Meet or beat. So going towards Willow, it's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage, and I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
No.
Okay. 5. And a con save.
Yes.
Should be too bad at that. Let me see if I have any features that help me out.
Yeah. This game is really good for that.
Yeah. No, wait. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, con save.
You got this. I believe in you.
16.
16 beats it. So you start to feel poison starting to course through your veins, and specifically where this spider bit, it's almost like a stiffness that takes over, and you shake free and actually like punch the spider a little bit away from you, and just moving your hand in that way allows you to shake free, and that ice that already runs through your veins kind of pushes that poison out.
Ooh.
Not good. Whereas for Piers, you've only got 4 points. Oh, no. 2 points of piercing damage coming your way, and I need a DC, or I need a Constitution save from you as well.
All right. That's 12 on the die, so 14?
You just beat it. You also feel poison overtaking you. How do you avoid this poison damage?
I'd say that it's just very like a lithe jump to the side, so that like it basically grazes me, but doesn't actually like get a chance to like inject me with anything.
Yeah. It's a very, very quick move from you. Very skillful fighter, I would say, in the way that you're very dexterous.
Well, like, I know giant spiders. I grew up in a fairy forest.
Big old forest.
I stick my tongue out at it. Also, if it comes up, Rowan, the item that Piers gave you last session gives you an expertise die on con saves.
Ooh, thank you.
Because if I remember right, you had the crappiest con save.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Right, everyone's gonna double check somewhere. Okay, I think that's going to be those 3 spiders. This big spider is going to... I think what it's going to do... I'm going to roll on a die. I don't think it knows exactly who to pick. So there's 3 of you. So 1, 2 will be 1, 2 will be Willow. 3, 4 will be Yusuf, and 5, 6 will be Piers. And you see it's the butt of this spider starting to. Oh God, I can't. There's web. It's gonna web something, and I'm not gonna describe the biological process. I refuse.
I mean, now Lexi.
You have to commit to it,
I can't
Lexi.
do it. I can. Most bits I can commit to. This one,
But
I
not
have
this
to
spider
bail.
bit.
I have to bail. Okay, that's gonna be a 4, so that's Yusuf. Yusuf, I'm gonna go ahead and make a ranged attack on you as this web starts to shoot from this spider's bottom. I feel like a child.
From its
17 plus
bottom.
5, 20.
Bottom.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
like a bum.
Is that what it's technically
That's
called?
not so-
Spinneret?
Yeah, you're right. So you
does
see
hit.
this web spins towards you almost like a disc and wraps it seems small and then it gets bigger as it comes towards you and expands and wraps around you. You are going to be category restrained by this web.
Okay.
So on your turn, you're able to take an action to basically break free of the web with a strength check. Or you can try to destroy the web with another action.
Okay.
But yes, it's you find yourself restrained. I don't think there's anything else it wants to do. It just keeps moving around the room, commanding the smaller ones to keep moving as this black moss inches up further.
I have a
up its
question.
body. Yes.
Is this like a mama spider and baby spider situation?
I-
or is it
let me
alpha and
Let me- Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and assuage the rumors right now. They don't look related in the slightest. They don't look
Not the
like
rumors.
each other.
Let me just beat the sibling rumors right now. The sibling allegations.
Allegations.
They do not favor. If anything, it is the like big
The alpha?
sibling, smaller sibling,
Yeah.
but it's going towards.
Okay.
I'm the biggest one here, and if it weren't
Okay.
for me, you all wouldn't have food, kind of thing.
okay.
But yeah, they don't look related.
Well, mother's more of a state of mind when you think about it.
Oh, right. Aw.
No.
You're not wrong.
That's so funny. Any other questions? Anything else before we move on to Pierce's turn? Rad. The spiders just screech. Pierce. It's up to you.
All right. Well, I feel like in a game like to slay a dragon with giant spiders, I would be entirely remiss if I didn't use vicious mockery to do a rendition of Lazy Law Battercob Can't Catch Me.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited about this. Please.
Yeah, please assume that
I
like
make-
Piers is singing it because I definitely can't.
As you should. So for this, I believe I need to make a wisdom save, correct?
I believe so. Yes,
And how many targets are you? Is it just one target?
just the one. I'll
Okay.
focus on the big one.
The big one. I will go ahead and roll for it. Wisdom save. Not very wise. Pretty averagely wise. That's going to be a 13. Flat.
All right. Well, you were looking for a 14. So neener.
How does
All
how
right.
much is that?
So Piers roundly mocks the spiders for an amount of damage that we will find out in a second.
Nice.
For 4 points of psychic damage,
Rad.
and they suffer disadvantage on the first attack of their next turn.
Okay. That will be important. Amazing. And is there any lines of this song that you are willing to share with us? Oh, you're muted.
Savannah.
Ah, phooey. Lazy lob, adder cub, can't catch me. Lazy lob, adder cub, up in your tree. It's not in a tree, but you know. Fleeing tree.
Up in a metaphorical tree.
Yeah, the big
Yes.
spider's like, I'm not even in a tree, and you literally see like glitches over it as it like its mind twists at your words. Rad Beard. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, Yusuf. It is our adept's turn. What would you like to do?
Instead of trying to get out of this spiderweb wrapping that Yusuf has found themselves in, Ray will, I think, instead, because I mean, Willow's in front and Willow's protecting me, so I'll be fine. And so I think instead, Ray listens, perking up their little bird holes for ears. And
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, birds don't have ears.
I know.
So I don't know how to,
What's up with us in biology? What's going on?
I don't know. But we'll listen for the sound of Oliver. Or really any sound of like activity in a different part of this mansion, directly, like as far back as I can realistically perceive.
Yeah.
Because we know who we're here for.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll me. Are you using your action to this or your bonus action to do this? Or it's just like a free action, just go for it.
I guess I will leave that up for you to decide.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead and
GM.
roll a perception or an investigation check. All
right.
And if you have any sort of abilities that apply, go ahead and add whatever you need.
I got a 21 for a perception
Perfect.
check.
So for this perception check, you do hear other goings on here. This place is huge, but because of that, it's not eating sound. It's actually like almost like an echo chamber. And you hear a voice yelling at others, and you hear the scraping of like furniture, or it might be wood, it might be just like whatever's left in this house, stone and brick. But the main thing you hear is a voice yelling, and you get this like wave of like heat, like wave of an atmosphere. Yeah, it's like an atmosphere of heat blows over you. Even though you're just listening, it's like you're finally able to notice it. You smell smoke.
In what direction does this sound come from? Does it feel like it's coming like upstairs, on the same floor? Like, do I get a general sense of that?
It feels like it's coming from the same floor, just further in. Like
Okay.
where you all are, there's no roof. The roof has crumbled. Everywhere
Mhm.
else, it's like there's still a roof. There's still other levels, and there's still more to explore.
Mhm.
But you do get the sense it's like just further in.
Okay. I think with that then, if I may, Yusuf is just going to, because Willow is in front of them, Yusuf is just going to kind of, I think like, headbutt very gently Willow to get his attention.
He will like very slightly look over his shoulder, like enough to see Yusuf, but also enough to still have an eye on these spiders and go, "Yes, are you okay? Oh, I can help with that."
Thank you. I'm fine. Well, I mean, I'll be fine. But Oliver, it's further in. Listen, do you hear the yelling?
I'll try to listen.
Yeah, you with the indication from your teammate, absolutely you can hear something. And you also get that smell, that asphalt, charcoaly. I'm naming a lot of things, but your
bad.
senses smell bad, smell fire, not good. That kind of
Something's burning.
I think if we just run past these spiders and go to the other end, we might be better off. I don't think this is worth it.
Well, then you're definitely going to need help out of that then.
amazing.
That is the end of my turn. I can't do anything. But yeah.
I mean, that's the end
You
of my
stand
turn.
there for another whole 6 seconds staring.
Just staring into Yusuf's eyes. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, I need to do something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rad. Anything else you'd like to do, Yusuf? I would say that you rolled so well. I'd say that's a bonus action if you would like to use your action to break free.
Yeah, can I then?
Do
That would
it,
be great.
do
You said it
it.
was a strength check?
Strength. Yep. Or
Okay,
if
is
you
it a
have another
check or
action that might like burn it?
I unfortunately do not. I punch things real good. And I
Yeah.
don't think I could punch through these, seeing as I am restrained. But is it a strength check or a strength save?
It's gonna be a strength check, and I will take the argument that this could be acrobatics if you're gonna do something different.
Okay.
For a deck.
I will
Weird
do that.
joint things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna And I'll justify it after the roll. 13.
13 is enough to do it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Wait. Absolutely. 13 literally just makes it perfect. Yeah, what do you do?
So I think Yusuf, after Willow says that we definitely need to get me out of these bindings in order to run, Yusuf like nods. We stare for a little bit, and then Yusuf is like, right, I got this. And they are just gonna turn around and go to the wall that is just behind them. And he is going to, I imagine that there are like sconces on the wall as well for like torches and whatnot.
Yeah.
Ray is going to like take a run towards it because like I assume restrained from the top.
Yes.
And like not my legs. Okay. Is gonna run towards it and is going to use the momentum to jump up on the wall just for a couple seconds and like flip such that the sconce tears through the spider webbing, and when I come back and I land the flip, all of it is gone. It like tears. It's like a movie moment where there's like a moment where it's still there and then it just tears away and falls.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. So the downside of what you did, you succeeded in getting it off. The downside is that you are now in this den with these spiders, and they're all going towards your friends who are up at the corner at the top of this wall near the ceiling, and all 4 of them, I'll say you're actually closest to the biggest one, because the biggest one was standing further back, or like sitting further back, commanding the smaller ones to go after you all at the roof. You are now close to the big one.
Perfect. A distraction. Just like I planned.
Amazing. That's going to be back around to Willow.
Yeah, which I think makes sense of what he just witnessed. They are going to... So we're in like... Position-wise, where are we? So we're like in the... Like, what?
Y'all are like kind of standing at the top of this place. You all decided to like climb to the roof that was exposed in order to look in. So you're kind of at the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to look down. And how far down is it? Like, how far of a drop is it?
About 15 feet.
That's perfect. I am going to use a arcane innovation that I have, as I look down to see Yusuf down there. Why does Lexi look upset that I have something planned for this perfectly?
No, I'm not upset. I'm enthralled. I'm excited. I've never heard this term before.
Yeah, no, my level up. So before I had forgotten to level up my character. So I was like level 3 when I was still level 4. So I leveled up my character in between those episodes, and you see Willow kind of place their hands on the edge of this hole we're looking down on the side of the wall, and will place his foot on the wall and just start running down the wall as I use a magnetic step that lets me run down vertical surfaces, only for half my speed, which is exactly 15 feet. So as I rush down the side of the wall with... It's not even acrobatic. It looks like I'm walking on the ground, but vertical. There's nothing like acrobatic about it like there was with Yusuf. As they rush down the wall, and as they're doing that, they're going to... So, are there any webs anywhere? Like, are they crawling along webs, or just on this bare ceiling and wall?
They are just climbing on the walls, but there are webs kind of in every single corner, every single nook, every single cranny. So you can kind of pull on that as you wish.
Okay.
And they're shooting webs when they attack your friends. So if you want to like save an action to wait for one of them to attack, you can absolutely.
Yeah, I think I might do that. I think magnetic step. Yes, I'm going to run down, and I as close as I can be to Yusuf, and I'm already in action to cast Fireball to any web shot in rare direction.
Amazing. Gosh, this is gay. Amazing.
Happy
Homoerotic
Pride.
battles.
Pride.
Happy Pride.
It's just my brain.
I mean,
all
we
the
only
time.
have one session in June, so we gotta make it extra gay.
It's true.
That is true. Yeah.
Not gay enough.
Making it count. Soaking up the rest of the gay juice into this episode. I make choices. I don't know. Anything else you'd like to do, Willa? So you prepared an action for the next person, the next spider to attack.
Yes. I don't think I have anything.
At least
any bonus
specifically
actions.
attack Yusuf, correct?
Yeah, specifically attack Yusuf.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see if I have. No, that'd be the end of my turn.
Amazing. Okay. That's gonna move to Rowan up next.
Okay. I kind of had a vision, like a plan.
Ooh, okay.
Tell me if I'm like overdoing it. Just Lexi, don't be afraid to stop me.
I promise.
So I want to attack using one of my throwing daggers,
Mhm.
and because I'm hiding successfully, it's going to be a sneak attack.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do that first.
All right.
Okay.
You got
So that is a 21.
this. To hit which one?
Let's do the alpha spider.
Okay, absolutely.
The alpha spider.
Please.
So that's 1d4 plus 3. If I can find my d4.
Always at the bottom of the dice bag.
Okay. So that's gonna be a 4, but then I get 2d6 sneak attack. So that's gonna be 4 plus 8, so 12 total. And then I would like to disengage and go over to Yusuf and try to get them out. Oh wait, no, you are out. I want to go over to Yusuf, I think. I want to go over
Okay.
to Yusuf and help them out.
Start
over
the process of yeah.
there. Mhm.
Absolutely. What I will say, the big alpha
Uh-huh.
spider is bloodied. So very, very
Mhm.
hit by you.
But yeah, I'm gonna go over to Yusuf and just check in and make sure that we're okay.
Yep,
yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
We need to go that way. And Yusuf will point towards the direction where they heard the sounds, and where the smell of smoke and asphalt and fire bad is coming from.
Okay, can I smell it if that's pointed out to me, or
Yes.
okay? Ooh, okay. And that, I guess then I'm not like doing it, but I'm essentially kind of pivoting, like I have the ball and I'm pivoting to move to the basket.
Nice.
Yeah.
Rad. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Perfect. Okay, sounds great. And something I'll say too, Yusuf, you don't smell like you don't see smoke. You just smell like a particular burning experience. Like it's specific to you. You recognize it. That being said, anything else you'd like to do, Rowan?
I don't know. Make a prayer, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
No, what? No, I'm gonna think like I'm gonna marry Philomena after this. I'm like, I am like, we're gonna move in. We're gonna get married.
You
Wait, I love
reconnect.
this.
You reconnect 4 days ago. And you're like,
I mean, the lesbian experience.
This is it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
They're very excited about all this.
We'll,
like, yeah,
we'll
this
get
is
you a
terrifying.
wagon with U-Haul on the side. It'll be
Yeah.
cut to like a literal cut scene outside as Philomena and Three Finger Jake are like cutting the webs open, and Philomena is talking Three Finger Jake's ear off about like what your apartment is gonna look like, what your place is gonna look like.
That is adorable.
So adorable.
Love
We
it.
cut back to the
Anyways,
spiders.
yeah, I have something to fight for, so that's nice.
Aww. That's the end of Rowan's turn. It's gonna be back around to the spiders. Each of the three, now that they can see you, Rowan, I think each of the three are gonna go ahead and continue to make attacks. Red is coming towards Red is going for Willow, Green is going for Yusuf. Actually, Green is gonna go for Piers, and Blue is gonna go for Rowan now that you're there. But the bigger alpha spider is gonna go for Yusuf because you landed directly in front of it. So I'll go ahead and roll these out. Starting with Willow, we've got 9 to hit you, Willow. Does not hit.
That does not hit.
Next, we've got Piers. That's going to be 8 to hit you, Piers. Okay, what's going
Nope, not today.
on? Rowan, you're up next. Natural 1. So that
Oh.
spider falls prone. So
Oh.
Bluey is prone.
I feel a little bad. I'm like, it's an animal. I'm like, we're in his space, guys.
Slips upside down, lands on his back like a turtle, and is like trying to figure it out.
Damn, not
Just
this.
really make Rowan feel bad.
All the other spiders look at it and is like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. They're watching.
Exactly. The alpha spider just is despicable, and is gonna try to bite you, Yusuf. That one's the only
I'm
one
going
that
to-
have enough jaw capability to actually speak, which is a little weird. But it's going to try to bite Drac. Willow was holding an action for when someone was going to try to attack Yusuf. Would you like to
Yes.
take that action now?
Yes, I would.
Go for it.
As I cast Scorching Ray. As they attacks Yusuf. Again, I think you see a glow in the chest of Willow, and I think it's very uncomfortable when it's fire. It doesn't come naturally to him. You can see the white and the light blue kind of rejecting the change to the deep oranges and reds, but he forces it, and again, out of his mouth, 3 blasts of flames erupt and kind of swirl and dart through the air. And it looks like it's about to hit Yusuf, and then like kind of darts around Yusuf. And I need to roll like 3 rays, I
Spell
think.
attacks? Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Willow's got some
So,
Godzilla energy going
17.
on here.
Yeah.
11 and 10. Oh, I think
What'd
probably
you
the only
get?
person. So 17, 11, and 10.
Let's see.
I imagine only the
11,
17
10.
hits.
Only the 17 does hit, yeah.
Yeah. I could do better than 11. I'm going to use an experience,
Inspiration?
reroll I have.
Okay, nice.
Inspiration to reroll one of those. 18. Okay, cool. 2 hits.
2 hits. Go ahead.
I'll just do it all in together.
Yeah.
14 points of fire damage. As these bolts slam into the spider, and then the third one goes off wide.
Yusuf, you are covered in streaking, beaming light as these rays go right past you. And it's almost like a wind blowing your feathers further in front of you as you see these rays landing on this spider. Willow, what does Yusuf see as you kill this alpha spider?
Oh,
What does it look like? Take it out.
I think you see these bolts of flame like dart around Yusuf and slam into the side of the spider, and you can see it's almost like a physical thing. It doesn't seem like just flames that like burn and evaporate. It seems like it's burrowing into them, and you can see as it burrows, you can see wisps of white and light blue, as if it's even in this form is trying to shift back into frost, and then it burrows through, hits the center, and there's like a sound of a slight implosion, and then as it crumples, the spider crumples in front of you, you see finally the energy becomes frost again. You can see frost begin to form and exit the wounds and try to coat and cover this now dead spider.
Very rad. Very, very rad.
And Yusuf is starstruck. For lack of a better word, I think they stand there like with this wind ruffling their feathers and this spider crumpling before them. They are able to recognize the magic as being Willow's. Ray has seen it enough times, has felt it enough times to recognize it, and I think it's a moment of like, wow. Oh, we need to go. We need to go.
The other spiders just start hissing towards you. I'm gonna make morale checks for them to see if they stick around, and that's just a me homebrew thing that I like to do.
Does like one of them become the new alpha?
So I rolled a natural 20 on the first
there we
one,
go.
so I think one of them is gonna try to. Red, even though they're a little bit injured, is gonna start. No, green is going to. Green is gonna try to take the lead on this.
The others follow, and
the other two are not feeling very confident, but once Green steps up and starts hissing and turns around, they start following the green spider. But that's the end of their turn. I think they already tried to bite everyone, so not much else they can do. It's literally mid-attack that Willow's attack fired off, so whew, that's amazing. That's gonna be around to Piers. Piers, you got these 3 other spiders behind you or in front of you. You haven't joined the group down on the ground yet, but
Correct.
you haven't joined the group down on the ground. But you see them all kind of intending. Their body language is going towards the exit where you see this failed pit trap.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I figure that if nothing else, I'm going to try and like disorient the spiders so everybody can like get ahead to what they're doing because I've got distance anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to focus on Green because Green, you said, is the ringleader.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to try some more vicious mockery on Green. And since I actually found the song and I'm not, dredging this up from, tiny 8-year-old Zan's memories. So for part of his vicious mockery, it's here I am, blah, 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 I can talk. Here am I, naughty little fly, you are fat and lazy. You cannot trap me, though you try, in your cobwebs crazy. Wisdom save.
Wow. Okay, absolutely. You got me. Let me go ahead and make that. Very below average. That's gonna be an 8.
Oh, yeah, no, that don't do it. 5 points of damage.
Okay. Put in 5 points of damage on Green. Absolutely demolish 2 of this thing's legs. And it's just screaming at you.
With the power of humiliation.
Yeah. Power of humiliation.
And it will take that negative, or that disadvantage on its first attack.
Rad. Perfect. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Yusuf, what would you like to do?
Yusuf is going to, having, I think, taken a beat to be impressed and wowed by Willow's magical prowess, is going to turn to not Madeline, is going to turn to Rowan, and is going to say, we need to go, and we need to go now. I think the sooner the better. And Ray is going to hold out her hand to Rowan.
God, I take it, and then Lexi, I have a question, and just let me know if I need to wait till my turn. I would like to cast Disguise Self on me and make myself look like Philomena.
Ooh.
Just let me know if I have to wait till my turn, but that's what I would like to do.
I think let's wait till your turn because
Okay, cool.
you go before the spiders next, so they won't have a
Awesome.
chance to react to this even if you went then.
Great. Okay, cool.
Rad. Okay, so you reach out your hand, you take Yusuf's hand.
Yeah.
Yusuf will flap their wings once, flap their wings twice, and will fly, taking Rowan by the hand towards the inside of this mansion.
Oh my gosh! I don't think. I mean, I just assume Rowan's gonna fail her strength save to try to resist this.
No, I think it's so delightful. I think Rowan is quite tickled
Like,
by
I'll fail it.
this, and is in a lifetime that's just kind of the world gets you down. Sometimes your friends literally make you fly. You're like,
Ow.
yeah.
I go limp.
Rowan is giggling like a child, and it's very audible.
That's so cute. I can go 30 feet flying, so let me know if that's close enough to get Rowan inside.
It is absolutely enough. You start moving inside and you get through this kind of long tunnel. Not a tunnel, like I don't know why I always call everything a tunnel.
That's okay.
There's something about tunnels that I guess just
Everything's a tunnel if you try hard enough.
You're so right.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
The implications of that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh. This is an episode for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You start flying down this hallway towards the voices you can hear. The loud voices. And specifically, I think Rowan would recognize the voice that is yelling.
Mm-hmm.
But you two exit this area over the pit trap. Which was very important that you did that. That's going to bring it back around to Willow. Unless, actually, Yusuf, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
I was going to ask, is it possible, like, depending on how far this is it possible for me to come back? Like, to leave Rowan there and then to come back?
Since you just use it's not an action to fly, correct? It's just something
no, it's something I can do, but it takes up my movement speed, so it depends on how far I'm moving.
That is perfectly fine. I think you could take the dash action and just
okay.
Go the rest of your speed back and
start
the process of getting Willow where you are.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do. So I think I'll drop Rowan where at the end of this long hallway, and I'll say, I'm gonna go grab the others. Figure out what exactly is happening in there. And Yusuf is going to go back and I think land next to Willow.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, you land next to Willow. Willow, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Willow will look to Yusuf as they land, and with a smile on her face, I think definitely like there's admiration, very clearly admiration. And I think especially with, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're wearing a matching earring of Willow's, but on your wing. So I think I probably hear you coming before I see you land beside me as I hear the jangle of it. And I kind of look at you, then look up at Pierce and say, I'll be fine getting over the trap, but maybe Pierce might need some help.
You got it. Don't fall.
Don't worry. And I'm going to turn to the green spider, the one that looks like it is in charge right now. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile. And just immediately deal damage to it. As I, again, the glow in my chest. I think this time actually will reach towards my chest and you see the glow get closer and closer to the surface and then appear in my hand. And I just throw it, and then it splits off in mid-air into 3 beams. I believe it's 3. Yeah, 3 beams of energy that slams into it, dealing 10 points of force damage.
And which one is this, the leader or the...
The leader, yes. Yeah.
10 points?
Yeah.
You absolutely blast this other one off the ceiling. Like, literally off the ceiling. It's comedic how it falls outside of this foyer. Oh, anything else you'd like to do? So all 3 beams were at that one, or do you still have 2 other beams?
I guess I'll ask. If the first one dealt 4 damage, the second one dealt 4, and the third one dealt 2... At one point, would have killed it, because if 2 would have killed, I would have diverted the other one too.
So it already had 5 on it. 4. The second one. So how much did the second attack do?
4. So it was
and
4.
Whatever
4,
was left, whatever was the final one, can definitely go wherever you want it. We can.
Okay, yeah. Then that final one will dart towards. Which one looks the most hurt?
Red, or you already did damage to red the first time. like the red.
So I aim at red, and that will just deal 2 points of force damage at the red.
Nice. Okay. Rad. Anything else you'd like to do?
I will like step back some closer to, I suppose the. No, that's probably not a good idea. I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna stay put where I am.
Okay. That's the end of your turn, Rowan.
I'm in the hallway tunnel.
Yep.
And I would like I want to engage my surroundings real quick, so I would like to roll an insight check just to suss out what's going on. Actually, that'd be perception. Oh my god, I'd like to roll perception check just to suss out what's going on.
Go for it.
Okay.
You sense the vibes of the room.
Yeah.
I would like to do a vibe check.
That is a
Oh,
joke
no,
as old as
The
time.
vibe.
The vibes are
smoke bad.
rancid. It's a 7.
Oh, no.
The vibes are rancid.
You can only go off of what you
Okay.
heard before. It's not, you're not getting any more ideas about like what is even being said in the next room.
Okay.
And you think that, so there is a door ahead of you. You think that if you went up to the door, it's like fully not on its hinges. It's almost like laid up against the end of the passageway. If you tried to get closer, someone might see you. You might knock over the door. You might be putting yourself at a disadvantage by getting closer.
Oh my god. I'm about to pull some bard shit right now. I'm sorry, Pierce. I'm like stealing your
Please.
thunder. I'm gonna turn myself into Philomena and go, Oliver, where are you? I've been looking everywhere for you.
I'm so impressed by your ability to make fun of me and my accent, which I am putting on. It is a farce.
This
I'm
is like
just
layers.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
taking
love
what you
it.
put down, Lexi, and I'm picking it up.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
god.
So your disguise self comes from your class ability, correct? You're throwing a
Yes,
class
I
ability?
can cast it once per long rest. It's because I'm an elf, I believe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's powerful. So you change. Yusuf, you leave this this hallway tunnel, and your friend is literally actively changing. You literally see Philomena's hair starting to, but you only see the back of Rowan as you like glance down at the hallway tunnel. You leave, you head towards Willow. So this transformation is happening simultaneously. Go ahead and make me a deception check at advantage. Actually, disadvantage because you don't change your voice.
Let's see. Part of me is also like, what abilities do I have? Because part of let's see. I'm disadvantage. I'm doing her accent. You know, I know
Actually-
her so intimately.
Let's do okay, here's what I'll do. I'll do
Uh-huh.
flat because they
Okay.
can't see you.
Yeah.
Just completely flat.
Okay. And this is deception, you said?
This is deception.
Ooh, and I get an expertise. How much is an expertise die again?
I believe it's 1d4 at our level.
Okay, awesome.
It
1d4
starts
level.
there, it can go up.
Yeah.
So if I'm level 4, that's 4d4?
Oh no, just
No,
you just-
1d4.
Okay,
Add
just
a
one.
one.
Okay,
Just
I
one.
was like,
You just add 1d4 onto it. Yeah.
okay, thank you.
It-
Okay.
You can later upgrade it to like a D6, and
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Wow, if you liked that idea, well, this is reading like a really bad middle school production of Into the Woods because
I'm so ready.
7.
Oh
Actually,
no.
wait, 7 plus 4, so 11. So I'm like in a really middle school production of Into the Woods.
It's like a really, really bad accent too. And I think on top of it, you have no idea who it's convincing, but you hear your voice in this, like, I think I said this building is an echo chamber.
Yeah.
You're like a little scared that Philomena may have heard you trying to imitate her.
That's what I'm more
No.
worried about. I don't care about Oliver. I'm more like,
That's the
no.
damage done here.
I need to hear about that
Voice coaching
conversation
lessons for you.
afterwards.
Yeah. Like, is that how I sound to you? I'm
Yeah.
not like annoyed or anything. I was just wondering.
Babe, no, it's not like that.
Okay, please. Yeah, okay. For sure. So that is absolutely you change, but there's some downsides to that situation.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I just hear my voice and I'll be like, you know what? If it's questioned, I look like her. And this is like Rowan's like, Oliver's the stupidest person I've ever met. Like, but we don't know. But like, you know, he's obviously very smart, but I just hate him. That's why I talk about him like that. So part of me is like, oh, if I'm like called out on, I'd be like, I have a cold. In my head, this is the smartest thing I've ever done.
It's hilarious.
Wonderful.
Okay. The voice you hear yelling stops. Like you hear they like stop. And that's where I'll leave you before we move on to the last two spiders. I'm gonna make little morale checks for them to see if they get below a 10, they will scurry and scamper away. So rolling for Red, who has 5 points of damage on him so far, that's a natural 1.
Well,
Immediately, what is left of this like exposed wall where a window used to be, the shattered glass, you see this thing almost like crawl down from the top of the wall where it was shooting webs and go through that window outside so you can no longer see. The other one is going to stick around and try to prove himself
to somebody.
to someone.
Somebody.
I deserve this!
Himself.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
so-
That's
He's
what
finally
really
standing
matters.
up from himself, but it's the wrong time to
For
do so.
You're getting a little too bold at the wrong
R.I.P.
time.
Side.
So absolutely gonna try to race over to Willow and bite. That's gonna be a 5 to hit. Not doing so hot.
Man, these spiders are having a bad day.
They're having a really
Yeah,
bad
they really
day.
are.
They just live here and these people come in.
Yeah, I know.
I
They
mean, that is
absolutely-
fair.
They absolutely were the ones who were like wrapping up humans outside, though. That was definitely them. So it's, yeah, this is their life, but also you're like, we're
This
saving
doesn't have to
people.
be your life.
Yeah. This spider is going to try to run away. Willow, if you would like an opportunity attack, you totally can take one.
I know.
You can also
Madeline-
just kick it. Like, you can help, like, kick it out the window.
Yeah, I guess my answer to my question would be: I know that Madeline is like a big spider fan. Is like, oh, we're in their house, but how does Rowan feel about it?
Rowan is like, fuck them spiders.
Okay, cool. I will try and attack. I'm a sorceress. My melee isn't great, but I am going to try to attack.
Do it.
And it'll just be a melee attack, which I think I'm proficient with my fists,
Mhm.
so +2, and be what, a strength? It's not
Yes.
gonna be great.
Go for it. Yeah.
Damn. All right. Okay.
Oh no.
Honestly, I wish it was a nat 1 because that's been way more useful to me with my ability. That's a 3 to hit.
No.
Yusuf, you're still planning on flying over to Piers, and you look down and you see Willow. Willow, how do you fail? What happens? What does Yusuf see?
It wasn't a nat 1, so I don't fall. But
No.
but I swing for a punch. I think it's actually no. I think it's a case of I've in many cases in combat I've reached a point where I seem more dragon than humanoid, and I think so I'm sort of in like that headspace, that mindset. So I go for as if I was going for like a dragon claw attack to swing for this thing, and I think I connect, but it's just not humanoid hands, so it's kind of like doesn't do any
Just like,
actual damage. I was gonna, and he just scurries away without even realizing or noticing I even made contact with it. And I kind of look down at my hand in slight confusion, and then kind of you see the confusion on my face. I'm like, and then it clicks with like still very much humanoid. And looks around to see if anyone noticed.
One person notices.
I'm pretending that it didn't.
Yeah.
You gonna pretend?
Deception check, Yusuf.
All right, let me attempt.
This
Let
is
me
like
see
boost the
what's my
resolve of the other
deception even
spider.
at. Oh my god, that's charisma, right? I have
Yeah.
a -1 to that.
Woo.
Let's go. This is
I'll roll an insight check to see if I
Yeah,
notice.
please.
12.
Okay.
I don't notice.
I didn't see shit. I don't know what you're
You like
talking
turn your
about.
head at just the right time.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like,
and I see Yusuf not looking and go, okay, thank goodness. Okay.
Okay. You are both, including Piers. Spiders are now out of the initiative, meaning it's just you three and Piers in this room.
I
Piers,
get a
what would
bonus
you
to
like
tumbling,
do?
so I am
Yeah,
totally fine trying to make it across myself.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and start. Do what you would like to do to get over this pit.
I would like to just, because both party members have indicated that they would like to get across themselves. So what Yusuf is going to do is they are going to stay hover, like flying halfway, like across, and just ready to catch someone if somebody falls and fails.
We're ready. We're ready. Let's go. Okay. Amazing.
I think for Willow, I think you see the confusion of like, I'm more humanoid right now. Remember that's Willow, and he'll be like, I don't really have to be, and he's going to kind of roll his shoulders, and I'm going to cast Alter Self. As you see dragon wings erupt from his back, white and silver, basically white dragon's wings erupt from his back as he kind of flaps them and begins to lift off the ground and hovers right beside Yusuf.
I love that you haven't had that the entire show. You're just like,
I had to get it out.
you had to. There's something about dragon's wings. There's definitely a difference in how the like literally birds in general, and I believe Yusuf, what kind of bird are you?
An owl.
I was gonna say owl, but I was like, let me not assume. Owls are literally silent, like their flight is silent, whereas this dragon, the clattering of scales and the weight and the heftiness of them absolutely makes it impossible. You're like flinging all of the webs out of this place with the strength that you're flapping your wings with. Piers, what the fuck? Yeah, what's going on above you?
So that's a dirty 20 on an acrobatics check. I like to think that part of what Piers does is like there's still a little bit of roof here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what Piers ultimately does is basically uses the existing beams kind of like tree branches.
Yeah.
And just sort of like swings from one to the other and then just drops down on the other side.
It is a flawless execution. You flip over
Stick the landing.
this. Yeah, you stick the landing in front of this pit trap, exposed pit trap. And you two, Yusuf and Willow, are like literally flapping wind into the hallway tunnel in front of you, where Rowan/Philomena is standing.
I can I reckon? No, I don't think I'll be able to recognize its magic or anything. So I think I'll line. Okay, disguise self. Does it change your clothes as well? So I guess they're like, if you're still wearing the same clothes, I'd be like, okay, this is Rowan.
Does disguise self change your clothes? It does. It's your clothing,
It's
armor,
equal
weapons, and other
question.
belongings. Yeah,
Everything,
it's not
okay.
your voice.
Well, and you'd
Okay.
also know that like there's theoretically only one way into this hallway tunnel.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it's
that is
probably
true.
not the actual Philomena.
That's true. Yeah, you can all kind of discern, I think, specifically, I don't know. I don't even think it's worth an investigation check, to be honest, because I think you could probably just decide, like, there was one person in this, and especially Yusuf, you saw this transformation.
Yeah, I was
happen.
gonna say, like, if anybody seems confused, I think Yusuf would just say, like,
Yeah, I think Willow
dropped
seems
Rowan
confused.
there.
Yeah, this is Bestie Rowan.
Yeah, I think because of who I think Willow is as a person, right now the only person they really care much about is themselves and Yusuf. So I think they'll be like, "Damn, when did Philomena come here?"
She didn't. I'm pretty sure that's Rowan pretending to be Philomena. I just dropped her there.
Oh, disguise self. That's a pretty good one. And I will land by Philomena.
Same, and I think Yusuf is gonna wait a beat before doing or saying anything because clearly Rowan has a plan, and Ray's just gonna wait to see what it is, because they don't know.
While you all stand, there is a moment. You land just at the perfect moment where a ray of light, red light, where this door is like not even on the hinges, it's like leaned up against it. It flashes and sheds into this hallway. You all get the whiff of like burning, you get the whiff of fire, you get all of this experience all at once, and almost like a warm heat that blasts back through the door. And someone opens it. And that's where we're going to leave for our first break. We got some time. That
Damn
being,
it.
Aw, the cat. Oh my
Aw.
gosh. That's who opens the door.
Yeah.
The cat.
Oliver's a cat.
Well, we all lose now.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Everyone
we're
knows.
I can't. No, I can't. I can't.
Oh my gosh. That being said, we will see you all back in about, let's see, 10 minutes.
Yep.
As we come back to our Level Up Advanced 5e to Save a Kingdom campaign. We will see you in 10. Take care. Be right back. What did I do? I did this.
Oh,
Hey, bye.
Four.
Novian wave.
Okay, everyone. Bye. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are here. Ooh, we've done it. We have done everything we need to do, which is take a break.
Yeah.
That being said, since we're back from this break, I want to go ahead and reintroduce the system that we are playing and the game that we are playing. So this whole game is being basically played with the Level Up Advanced 5e. Level Up is a deeper, more flexible version of the 5e rule set, which you already know and love. And if you love 5e, but would like a little bit more depth to the rule set, Level Up is going to be the game for you. If you're familiar with D&D 5e, it should be simple enough to pick it up as you play or as you watch. But also, if you like reading stuff, like I like reading stuff, then you should go to www.a5e.tools. We got there. a5e.tools. We are playing through the Save a Kingdom adventure path, which will be available for retail in October of this year. Last we left our heroes. They had just eviscerated a hierarchical band of spiders who had basically taken for lack of a better word, taken roost in the foyer of this grand castle. But now you all stand in a hallway, the end of a long hallway, where fire has lit the path behind you, in front of you, and something lies just beyond the door. Someone pulls open the door. You see two hands wrap around the door that is leaning on the edge of the hallway. It's not on the hinges. Someone pulls the door back, and you see at a throne left behind, you see Oliver. Only familiar to one of you, not all of you.
We've all met him, though.
You have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Briefly.
I turned into the Hengistbury tourist board at him.
Yes.
Yeah, when he was
don't
trying to stop us
believe-
from
In
getting.
Thrall spell. Yeah.
I don't believe I met him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yusuf might be the only person.
Oh,
who
that's
asked
true.
him.
Yeah, so I don't
I
know.
think Hamna wasn't in that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you all see far away from you, sitting on a throne, left behind. The arms are crumpled. You see this familiar face, smirking. Their entire, almost the same way that Spring-Heeled Jack was, started to become covered in that stuff. This dark, almost. It feels like a signifier of something. It is slowly inhabiting the city. You see the back of Oliver's neck wrapped around the front and up towards his face, veins of black ink, black moss. You also see he's wearing a cloak that he was not wearing when you first met him. A cloak of specifically, you guys can investigate as you get closer, but as of right now, you're getting a weird sense from him right now, and you see two other people. The person who lifted the door off the hinges is like this half human, half dragonborn kind of person, and the other person kind of standing further in the room closer to Oliver looks elven for the most part, but all of them seem to be wearing cloaks of the same make, of the same distinct red crimson color.
Okay.
I'm going to lean up and ask Yusuf if Ray would like to be invisible.
Oh, I suppose that would be useful, yes. While Philomena does the talking.
Yes.
You would need to step a little bit to the side in order to do that, because he absolutely sees all of you in the doorway.
Part of me, I don't know, the second I hear that, I try to step up in front of Yusuf, as if like he's probably seen Rem, but I'm hoping that it'll do something because I'm not smart. I'm hopeful.
I imagine it's a scenario of like
lighting's not great.
I walked into the room, and then when Pierce suggests that they can make me invisible, Yusuf just steps back out,
Mm-hmm.
and then doesn't
good
quote
idea.
unquote doesn't return.
Mm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You see, settled at this throne, Philomena.
Yeah, Oliver, you just disappeared like that. And I got so nervous. And then there was all of this black moss outside of the tent. And that was chaotic, really.
Very, very chaotic. I agree.
So what's going on here? Is this like a new act or something I should know about? Because I do think the spiders might be a bit overkill. Literally and figuratively.
Oh, I thought. Spiders are a nuisance, I would say. But let's not be stupid, Rowan.
What? Who's Rowan? No.
So let me just say, who's Rowan would be the biggest giveaway as well.
I don't say that. I don't say that. I just say whatever. No. I kind of think like with that, I do kind of drop the disguise, and I'm like, oh my god, you caught me. Well, I guess I am predictable, but I don't know. I think I'd rather be predictable than whatever the heck is going on here.
I don't think you have any idea what's going on here.
You started a cult dedicated to moss.
I started the cult.
Yes. I wouldn't put it behind, like above you, actually. I have a little bingo card, and it's called Stupid Shit I Think Oliver Would Do. And like right here, top left, it says Start a Cult.
Well, don't mark yourself down as having that. I think it's always been your short sight. It's always been out of your perspective just how much power there is around you.
What do you want with power? You're not going to get much out of it.
I've already got a lot.
You look fucking sick. You don't look well, Oliver, and it's like a lot for me to like actually care about you.
I am more powerful than I've ever been. And I don't think you should be worrying about me.
I kind of look back at everyone like, I don't know, I tried. Like, my plan kind of like out the window now. So,
I mean, I agree that you should worry about him. He seems like a jerk.
yeah. So then what is it? What is it, Oliver? What is all of this? What are the capes for? What's this? What's all of this for then?
She is hungry. She requires your presence.
Philomena?
No.
No, oh, no, I did not say that yet.
Wait, what? Has
No,
something
nothing.
happened since I left?
I just don't think you know Philomena that well, and I know her better than you, but that's about it. Who is she?
Your end, sadly. The great dragon. The one you are gathering your stupid little toys against. You all look pretty dumbfounded, as if one wouldn't gather the hammer and all of these things. One only brings these together to take down the great dragon herself, and we cannot allow that.
I look to Willow and Piers, and I'm like, do you want to tell him that, like, it was an accidental thing. Or like this wasn't really intentional gathering.
I.
We don't admit that it was an accident.
We don't
You made us
admit it
look
was an
cool,
accident.
Rowan.
Yeah, exactly. I think Will is going to take a step forward, and he's folded his wings behind him, but they're still very much there. I can keep the altar self going on for an hour with concentration, so I still have them there. And I'm going to look to Oliver and say, I really recommend you give us our items back, because if you don't, you're going to go through a lot more hell and torture than whatever you think those items would do to the dragon.
He opens his mouth to speak, and I want to know what Yusuf is doing while you're invisible.
Yusuf had stepped out of the room to allow Piers to cast the spell that would turn Rem invisible. And Ray waited some time, allowing the conversation to start and to flow before quietly entering the room again. And at first, it's just a step inside, and Yusuf is taking note of all of the things in this room, all of the people that are gathered here. And I think silently, in Rare Head, Yusuf says a prayer to Isa, the demon that they have a special relationship with. And they ask Isa for guidance in finding what it is that connects Oliver to this dragon.
Give me a religion check.
All right, let's do this.
I believe in you.
I really wish my wisdom was higher, because I am silly and it's not. But that's okay.
Look at us, the silly squad.
Yeah.
22.
You good?
Isa is sometimes ambiguous, sometimes cryptic, but never in a way that frustrates you, brings you anger, makes you feel you don't know what they're trying to say. In this moment, in a very straightforward move, in an act of straightforwardness, an act of bold faith, you are standing in the middle of this room. You are looking, not even in the middle, kind of just assessing the room. And you see a little tiny black thread starting from Oliver, reach towards one of the other bandits in this room, connect itself to the other bandit in this room, start reaching outwards and spreading outwards. You see the look on their faces, specifically Oliver's face, as he responds. He has this smirk that every time he speaks, it rests, but every once in a while you can see it drop to this sense of resigned, like a resigned fate. And as you see that face, you think back to when Philomena and Rowan were talking about asking Philomena to come along. There was a moment where Philomena says, if something happens to me, it doesn't really matter anyway. You're not sure what this all means, but there's a sense of almost settling for the fate of either a fate in the stomach of this dragon or the fate of being like either being its food or being her hammer. One of the two. And you think even Jack felt that. Of, I have to prove myself useful or else she will consume me.
Yusuf takes all of this in, looking at the spider web emanating from Oliver's chest, from his body, and while this conversation continues, if you will allow it, Ray is going to try and sneak up right next to Oliver, just within arm's reach of him.
Make
But
me
we'll
a stealth
wait.
check, yeah.
But we'll wait until people are done talking before doing anything.
Give me a stealth check at advantage because you're invisible.
Nat 20, baby!
Damn.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah.
Everything you would like to see happen happens. This is just a fact in the world.
Just
What would you like to do next with this nat 20? Yeah.
Just for flavor, if I may extend this nat 20, Yusuf, to anybody who would be able to peel back the layers of the invisibility spell, what you would see is Yusuf, I think, walk this room, almost dancing through it, and their fingers trail over, not touching, but hovering over each of these threads. They walk first to one bandit, then kind of follow the thread to the other,
Yeah.
and they follow this thread, this final one, down to Oliver. And I think instead of beside him, Ray stands in front of him, so that when he speaks, it's as if he's speaking to them.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray cocks their head and looks into Oliver's eyes, and I think sees that deep resignation, that twinge of sadness, of resigning yourself to a fate that you don't want. And Yusuf cups their hand against this spider web that is emanating out from Oliver's chest. And in that moment, Yusuf will close their hand. And using the connection that they have with Isa deep into this arcane gift that she has bestowed upon them, Ray is going to try and pull and cut it out of Oliver.
Stakes. Give me another religion check.
Okay.
Give it an advantage.
Okay.
What I'm gonna say, this is a very high
No way.
The gods are smiling upon me today.
It's another nat 20.
I swear to God, you can go look.
You're
You can go look.
Oh
I'm rolling in roll 20. You can go look.
my
Ah. I don't believe in God anymore. I believe in Isa.
yes.
I was smiling down on me.
Clearly, all this time around, Willow has worn off on.
I don't roll like this ever.
No.
This is a miracle.
Yeah.
I need everyone
There
to
we go.
know.
Yeah, all my nat 20 energy that's been aggravating Lexi is rubbing off on you.
Willow wouldn't want it any other way. Let's be real.
No.
Honestly, yeah.
So true. It's a power of gay. Happy Pride.
It's a happy Pride, everyone.
gay, happy pride.
Happy gay, happy Pride.
There is a moment where you standing in front of, there's something about invisibility which the person can see in front of you, but how sound interacts with you as you're like standing directly in front of Oliver. This is not, it's not something that is also like consigned, I guess, to the whatever this spell kind of takes away. This person doesn't recognize you're in front of them, but instead you hear Oliver as he speaks up to retort to whatever was just said to him by Willow. His voice bounces off of you and back into his own ears. And just in that moment, your hand twists and you pull on this. And his eyes, you see his eyes look outwards and scatter and look around for a second, almost like a scared, just scared prey. Like trapped in a box, just like looking body doesn't move, but eyes start darting around as you pull on these. And I need you to go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
That's
Better than that 20. Let's do this. Yeah, 3 in that 20s in a row.
You get it.
Nope.
My luck is
Nope.
worn out. 7.
Do you have any inspiration?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You, as you pull on this web, this branching sign of a resigned fate, your hand starts to glow, only to you, as in like a healing, almost like a healing salve of this, and you see that Oliver takes the first deep breath, possibly in a long while, as his breath grates against his own lungs, just... And immediately, his heart, you literally see his heart get grabbed. It's almost as if here's what you see. A dragon's claw through his chest pierces and grabs his heart once again. And only you can see it, as this connection has made something incorporeal corporeal for you. You watch his heart get taken once again. And another hand, gigantic, reaches out for you and grabs onto you. You're going to take 11 points of psychic damage from this. And you hear a sick laughter, a laughter you've only heard in the rungs of that terrible, terrible cave you caught yourself in about a week or so ago. A laughter that belongs to the one and only Sarath.
What does everyone else see when this happens?
You took damage. So, I want to know, Willow, you said, hey, don't mess with us or you're going to be in a world of pain.
Pretty much,
Oliver,
yep.
what I'll say is Oliver says something. He says, I don't think you really know what you're dealing with. Help me. And he looks you directly in the eyes and says that, and you see his eyes scatter. But for a second, you see his eyes scatter, and it's almost through like a wave of heat and air as his eyes start to like dart around, afraid, and you hear a ragged breath. What would you like to do?
My God, that is that's somehow terrifying.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna do a roll because, like, I don't know. I kind of want to see my enemy. I need to see. I need to roll real quick to make.
Yeah.
You just see how much of a hater you are,
I need to see
Oliver.
how much of
Yeah.
Do a hater
roll,
check.
let's go.
A hater check.
What?
Okay. If it's low, I'm a hater. If it's high, I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a natural one. I'm a hater through and through.
Oh no!
I'm looking at Willow and I'm like, he's faking it. Don't listen to a word he says.
I mean, he doesn't need much much encouragement to not care about another person. So I think he'll be like, okay, and we'll go in for an attack.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can like sort of strands of fate this at all, Lexi.
Yeah.
So I have an ability called, I believe, Premonition from my heritage, and basically I can flip a roll from whatever it is to this roll.
Yes.
So I would like to flip Rowan's to a 13, and
Okay.
like essentially like attempt to like interject like
Ooh.
begrudging empathy into the situation.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to like
It's so
him.
funny.
You don't have to like him, but Yusuf will be sad if you kill him.
I
This
know.
is true.
That's
Like, Years has no idea what Yusuf's been doing, but Yusuf gets sad when you kill people.
yeah. I'm not. I never told you. I never said I wanted to kill.
Can't even get through this
We
statement
just
without
won't
laughing.
intervene, so if he
Yeah.
does,
Yeah,
you know, like,
Okay, if you're doing that, I think then Rowan says something like, I guess, like, what would you say to Rowan so that, like, 1 becomes a 13?
Let's see. I think it might actually be like when like Rowan's eyes maybe kind of get hard about it, and Piers is gonna step up and just essentially say like, Yusuf will be sad if we kill him.
Oh, and I like Yusuf. Yusuf
Willa
is
likes
my
Yusuf
friend.
too.
Yusuf is my friend. I don't know. Rowan's like, I can't wait to do all this stuff with my friends and my wife after this. So
Already?
Your wife?
Things are moving real
They're
fast.
moving so
U-Haul
fast.
energy is just kicking.
This is not U-Haul energy. This is something greater.
This is-
this is just no. This
What is
this
above U-Haul?
I know.
What's above you, Horde?
So I think kind of like with
elopement?
that,
Yeah.
and I think Rowan's like, wait, you know what's better than like seeing him dead is he owes me a favor. And if I save his life, that's a really big favor. And I'm like, which is such like a very like, I feel like chaotic neutral way of going about things. Like, ooh, I could leverage this to my benefit.
Well, like Piers has zero issue with that because he's basically
Yeah.
outsourcing his empathy through Yusuf because, you know,
Yeah.
being raised by fairies will do that to you.
And then, so then Rowan's like, wait, I take it all back. I'm going to use this later. I can use it to my advantage later. We'll save him. Mostly so then I can like blackmail him to doing what I want.
You hear the ragged breath, and suddenly you see a dragon's hand rip through Oliver's chest, this incorporeal form rip through Oliver's chest and grab something out of the air, almost like snatching. It's like when a hawk literally flies down to snatch something up, and you see it just for a second, and it's carrying something away. You see this hand reach out and snatch Yusuf out of like thin air. Yusuf appears before you.
Oh.
Oh no.
And you see it went through Oliver, so it is almost as if Oliver was hurt alongside this. It's not, you don't see it coming, like it's not his control doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. I have something called distraction. Give me 2 seconds. Give me
You got
2
it.
Yeah, but
Let's go ahead and just roll some initiative, and then we can see
Yeah.
what everyone
I have a thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that from? I think you should leave. Wait, let me go first. No.
Let me go first. I'm doing the thing. 50 cheeseburgers, 55 hamburgers, 55. Oh
Ooh.
god.
12.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Anybody get above a 20?
No.
No.
15 to 20. 10 to 15?
I'm right
Oh.
at 20.
I got
Okay.
Oh.
You
I
got a 20?
9.
Pierce got a 20?
I got a 13.
Great.
I got 12.
Okay. Yusuf. Of course, you guys got next to each other.
It's the power of
and
game.
It's the power of game.
Yeah.
What did Roman get?
Rowan got a 9. So Rowan will not be going first.
I do think you all, everyone except for Yusuf, I think you all have a chance to react to what you just saw if you would like. This kind of came out of nowhere. You can absolutely react.
I would like to. I have something called distraction. It's performance opposed insight. On a failure, distraction. Oh my god. Why did I shorthand? Why did I write this exclusively in shorthand? Basically, it's performance opposed insight. So I think I roll performance and you roll insight. And then, on a failure, there will be a failure on perception checks and a -5 to passive perception.
Rad. Let me do that. Let's do that. I'm making an
Okay.
insight.
Yes, insight, and then I'm making a no performance.
Okay.
Also, it's opposed by the insight of creatures that can see or hear you. So
Okay.
if you want to affect any, because Oliver had some like lackeys here, right?
yes,
okay.
it's 2 lackeys.
Okay. I'm like, okay. So we have that. Oh, dear lord. Okay.
What'd you got?
I have to add my thing. That is, and that's a 9.
Oh,
Okay. I get a +4
Okay.
to insight.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go for this. Let's try it.
we have 4 or
Actually-
lower.
Actually, wait a second. Because wait, insight is a what? Is it wisdom?
Wisdom,
It
yeah.
is, yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Oh, okay. I only get a +1. Never mind. I only
Okay.
get a +1.
Oh,
Okay.
So
It's an
let's
8
see.
or lower.
8 or
or
lower.
7 or lower
This
on the
is what
die.
I'm going for. Here we go. That's cocked. Hold up.
Oh my god.
Attention.
19. It's gonna be 19.
It's okay. You know what?
It's a free
It's
action.
try new
Yeah.
things.
what,
It's a good-
what
it's
about
good to try
the
new
the
things.
lackeys? Do they roll
The-
too?
Oh, do they?
I mean,
Uh,
it
Yeah,
can
for
affect,
everyone I can see.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Anyone-
can affect anyone that Rowan can see.
I'm gonna
that
roll
she
1
can.
die for the lackeys because they're similar. They're similar.
They're basically one person.
Yeah. Let's go. They get, just to give you a heads up, they get a +2. Oh, +4 to insight actually.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
18. 22 total.
Okay.
Okay, well, Rowan's feeling really good about themselves right now.
Yeah. You think that maybe you think you caused this. I don't know. It depends on the timing. You're like, the timing's a little off. Maybe I did it. Maybe I did.
Rowan's like, this is karma for like me being like, oh, let's just let him die.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's dive into things. So we have our initiative order is Piers, Oliver, Yusuf, Willow, Rowan, and our other friends in the room. So Piers, you are actually up first at initiative count 20.
All right. So you said that Yusuf took psychic damage and is visible.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to start a battle hymn. I haven't picked an audience yet, but ultimately, once I pick a target, it will grant disadvantage on all enemy attacks against them.
Okay.
And I can pick that at any time. But I'm going to start humming my battle song.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pop a Cure Wounds on Yusuf.
Okay, perfect. So are you going to be moving forward in order to actually apply that?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let me, we've got tokens somewhere. Let me
12
get
points
some.
of healing Yusuf.
Oh, yeah, we got tokens.
We do have tokens. Do I have? I'm gonna do like a cool token for Piers. This is absolutely gonna be
Oh
in the
my God.
podcast. I have like very wild tokens, like so many weird tokens for no reason.
By the way, we don't have permission to use it. We can't move any of them, by the way.
Oh,
so you know.
okay.
I'm about to
I
set
think
that permission.
actually, Hamna, are you able to move the
I can move the
this
dragon.
one? That's you. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
These are all tokens I already have. And
I just thought that
therefore-
was Willow because dragon, but
yeah.
That's what I thought as well. I
Oh,
immediately tried to move that, but I was like,
no,
can't move it.
Short cutie. Short
Oh.
cutie.
Aww.
That's what I was thinking. So, cool guy Piers. And then we've got. Here we go.
Am I the sexy tiefling?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, you should be able to move that.
Okay.
And Drac. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
can move that.
That being said, you move forward. That's perfect. You apply Cure Wounds. How much healing are you giving?
12 points back.
Perfect. That's
Back up to
almost
full.
everything. Yeah, I was gonna say that's almost everything.
Very nice.
Amazing. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. I move, I bonus action, I action.
Okay. You see Oliver in the throne before you, the shattered throne, Yusuf. The hand reaching from his chest, causing more and more webbing to wrap around his body. It's very symbiote-like. It's like kind of encasing him, encasing the cape he was wearing, encasing all of his clothes, as he reaches forward for you. One hand reaches forward, and the other, which doesn't seem to be exactly controlled by him, the other reaches down for a dagger. Some part of him seems to be reaching out, but the other half seems to want to attack you. So I'm going to roll to hit. It's going to be an unnatural 20, a dirty 20 on the first, and a 17 to hit on the second attack.
Both of them hit.
Okay. It's going to be 4 points of piercing 8 points total. Piercing damage. As he breathes out, reaches towards you with one pleading hand. Yusuf, that's actually around to you. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Oh, okay. So Yusuf is going to, I think, if we may sort of retcon a little bit of the timey-wimey stuff on this. The claw, the dragon claw, as it came out of Oliver's body and went into Yusuf's very essence, into their soul. As it's retracting back into Oliver's body, Yusuf is going to try and grab it and keep it corporeal, keep it out in this material plane.
Perfect. That sounds great. So 2 things. I think at first I'm going to ask you to make me... This is such a weird... Give me an Arcana check. I feel like it's Arcana. And you're trying to grapple this thing, essentially. So it's going to be Arcana and Strength.
Okay, I got a 22 on the Arcana check.
Nice. Okay. So that connection you had with the Celestial, with the this other world that allowed you and Isa to kind of... Or Isa to show you this and also to interact with it in the first place. Also allows you to hold on to this thing and keep it here. Let's go ahead and do an opposed grapple check. Let's do it.
I got a 12 on that strength check.
Cool. It's a dragon, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that feels bad.
Doesn't feel very good. But what I'll say... No. I got a 5, but I get a plus 10. So that's gonna be 15.
Okay.
As you try to hold on to it, it just starts to slip and actively pull you forward closer to Oliver.
Can I say that because of the successful Arcana check that the hand is still corporeal and still here? Yeah. I'm just not able to grapple it.
Yeah, okay. For sure. And it's huge too. It's not like a little tiny hand reaching out. It is a huge hand, so you have space and time before it. And it seems to be also moving Oliver as well, so you have more chances to kind of move on that.
As I am pulled towards Oliver by this hand sort of wrenching itself out of my own, Yusuf will look into Oliver's eyes, ignoring the fact, I think seeing that, he has reached for a blade, but ignoring it completely, and just looks into his eyes, and Ray will say, "If you want help, you'll need to sever the connection from your end, too. There's only so much that I can do."
One long, ragged breath. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Yeah.
All right. This is charisma, which I am not good at.
Notably.
14.
Rad. Okay. You do see just the long, ragged breath blinks in your direction and reached out and slashed at you. But there is a slow and simple nod. But there seems to be some sort of fight happening internally. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
Rad. Willow, you were standing far behind this. You see this scene breaking out in front of you. What would you like to do?
Yes. So can I see the incorporeal, or I suppose... I guess I got more questions. Is this incorporeal, or is it like... It's like if I attacked it, or from what I've seen of people interacting with it, would pass through it?
I'm gonna deliver you some good news. Yusuf reaching out and grabbing this thing made it visible to everyone in the room. Now you all can see what is causing this.
Okay.
You can also delay your action if you would like to, like move yourself, like hold your action for something if you would like.
No. I think I am going to take another step forward, and I'm not even seeing Oliver at this point. I'm looking with the positioning of these claws. I'm looking where the dragon's head would be, and I'm going to speak in my native, or rather, this dragon's native in Draconic.
Yeah.
And repeat the exact threats that I made to Oliver to this dragon.
Yusuf, what's up?
Oh,
May I this is a very brief aside. May I use my final language to say that I know Draconics just to understand?
I love that for you. Please.
Please proceed.
perfect. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna make this very gay. Fully thinking that Yusuf doesn't understand Draconic. Willow's going to say, as a dragon, you should know that it is punishable by death to touch another dragon's horde. And I would like to threaten this dragon.
You're scoring up to Sierra 24 creature. I love it. Do it, Willow.
And I have Voice of the Dragon as an ability, which I guess gives me advantage on all charisma checks when communicating with dragons. So I have advantage on this if you let me even roll this. But I like to intimidate this dragon.
I'm gonna have you roll it. The DC is fairly high. That is all I'll say.
That's fair. Yeah, it's worth a try.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, he says that with so much confidence. I think Yusuf can probably tell that he thinks that Yusuf can't understand what they're saying.
Wow.
You can't put the bar this high, Jack. You can't,
What did you say?
you can't put the bar this high.
Oh, gotta.
Okay, so that's the first roll. 23 is the first roll, and then since with advantage, let's see if I can get higher. No, so 23 is the highest.
23 is the highest. You hear another laugh. You hear the laugh that Yusuf heard. You hear... You call yourself a dragon.
I think, I guess before I even say what I'll do or say, would that count as an action, bonus action? What do you think that would have counted as?
That's, I will say, is a bonus action to threat.
Okay.
Or a free action to threaten. Yeah, why not?
Okay. And they said you think yourself a dragon, right?
Yeah, and actually what I'm going to have you do, I'm actually going to make you go ahead and make a wisdom save for me as she says that.
Oh.
You see embers kick up in this room, sparks fly, and it's almost as if you're in the in that cave you were once in. You don't see her, but you feel her almost directly behind you, speaking over your shoulders, her great form behind you.
I rolled a 16 on the save.
What is that? So what is that? Total?
Oh, that's the total 16.
That's the total.
Wisdom 16. Yeah.
That's not going to make it. You are feared. You basically have you are afraid of her. You cannot move from where you are on your next turn. What I'll do is you can make an action here, but on your next turn you essentially will need to make a wisdom save in order to try to move towards even Oliver. There's some part of Oliver that is a shred of her.
Okay. Would this count as let me just make sure I'm reading this right first.
Yeah, go for it.
But would this count as some kind of enchantment effect?
I don't think so. I don't think it's an enchantment effect. It's like the roar that she has done behind you. The DC was 19. So the DC was 19. And because you failed, you're just frightened for a minute.
Yeah, okay. Okay, in that case then, I will, in the few seconds I still have of not being paralyzed by this
Yeah.
fear, I'm going to cast Magic Missile again as I release these bouts of energy from my throat in a roar in this direction and deal so that'll be 11 points of force damage.
Amazing. And I believe, hold up, with frightened, I believe that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Magic Missile is automatic hit, so I don't need to roll for. Yeah, Magic
You
Missile.
always tell me this, and every single time I'm like, oh my god. Wow.
You learn something new every day.
If you forget it, then you always are.
I'm gonna tattoo it on
Exactly.
my for you, Lexi.
Yes,
Magic
Missile is automatic
Always.
damage. It is loss of life. It is not an effect. Perfect. Okay, that's 11 damage.
Yes.
And who are you dealing that to?
My attempt, because I don't think I have because I can see it, but I still don't know if I can hit it. But I'm aiming for that claw, the one that had reached out for Yusuf.
Yeah. Amazing. You fire these magic missiles, streak through this space, and land. They land similarly to a lot of your projectile attacks. Just hit. And you do hit the hand, but you do see that some of the damage sprays onto Oliver, who the hand is connected to.
And then that's when
11?
11, yeah.
Great.
And that's when the fear kind of takes its hold as I take almost a hesitant step back. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That's gonna be around to Rowan. What would you like to do, Rowan?
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna put my faith in Isa.
Nice.
Oh god,
Now we're going to form a cult.
Yep.
Yusuf
I am
has converted all
converting
of
by
us.
accident. Yeah.
That's
By
better.
accident.
That's the best way to go about it.
when an atheist personally witnesses a miracle and it's like, oh no.
I'm like, I've been wrong this whole time.
No. I think Rowan is having a crisis of moment, especially when Piers spoke to them and was like, what is your attitude? If you did that, who do you think you are? You've been with the people for so long. You want to make people like Yusuf and Willow and maybe Piers proud. No, I love Piers. no, but definitely Piers as well. And I'm gonna do something a little funky and crazy. I am gonna use. This is less, and I can break it down movement wise, crunchy things, but this is I guess a more role play oriented thing that I want to
ready.
do.
Do it.
I think because I saw kind of with Willow going up and with seeing Yusuf there now, I think I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, what if I know this bitch personally, and what would happen if I reached out? And I think that curiosity is going to get the better of Rowan, and they are going to go up to where Willow and Yusuf are, and not reaching out to the dragon, but to Oliver, who is probably trapped in some mind prison. And I'm going to look kind of Oliver dead in the eye and be like, I hate you so much, but I hate you because you're right. And I need you to know I would never admit that unless I think something is really huge is on the line. And I really need you to get your shit together so we can get out of here. And I don't know. I don't know if like his chest is open because I'd be like my hands reach into his chest or something, but there's like I think like if there is like an invisible hand that reaches out from like my mind into his, I'm trying just to like talk to him and hoping that will do something.
Wow. God, what a powerful move.
No kidding.
You almost physically see a battle happening.
Mhm.
Like one side of Oliver's like body is literally reaching for like has a dagger out. He is like kind of hanging out in midair, swinging with one side. In the other half, you see the hand like tensing up into a fist. It reached out for Yusuf. It's like dropped and is like tensing into a fist, almost like fighting, and you see it constantly like squeezing. It's an active battle to push against this feeling.
Oh, I hold his hand.
You hold his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You go to his hand and
Oh no.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Other people, you've seen other people when they reach out for this. This muck, this black, dark, fate sealing liquid, this moss. You watch it spread to Yusuf. You've seen it spread to Philomena, and you've seen how it makes other people. Are you willing to make that sacrifice and reach for his hand? Not knowing what it would do to you.
I think there's a slight moment of hesitation, but I think Rowan is like, I can take a blow if it means that we can move forward in this. I think Rowan's like, I know I can take this.
In an act of defiance against what you've seen and what you know to be true, which is that this stuff changes you, and all of these people have accepted exactly how it will change you. You reach for his hand, and where your hand touches his, some of that moss gets on you, but you also see some of his fingertips start to clear, and that moss starts to retreat up his hand as you hold it, and he holds onto your hand.
I have a follow, and you can be like, your turn's done, but is there a way to absorb his moss?
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to
Okay.
that. Your
Okay.
next turn. Yes.
Okay.
Yusuf has done it, so I absolutely think it's possible. The lackeys. It's going to be around to the lackeys. You see, they are watching this happen. They're not really sure what to do. Standing off in the distance, they see the dragon's hand, which is very clearly their leader, but they're also watching their leader get lifted into the air. I think they're going to run. I think they're both gonna try to leave.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
they have business
Bye.
Bye.
literally start running. And let me just say, it's not like two random people just decided to run away. It's people that were still in affiliation with him and very much still in affiliation with Sarath that are running off somewhere. They're going to make their way towards those like shattered glass windows in an attempt to leave, but that's going to have to be on their next turn. They're like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay. Oh, it's so cute.
I know.
I hear the boy.
He heard me like being like, I'm gonna absorb the moss, and he came in. He was like, no.
Came in and said, strong character choice.
How dare you
Yeah.
make that character choice, Mom?
Jeez. Okay, we're gonna come back around to Piers. Piers, what would you like to do?
All right. So you said that Willow's going to get a save this round
Mm-hmm.
to shake off the frightened.
Yes, you absolutely
so
do see an
I'm-
emanation of fear over Willow.
All right. So I'm specifically a lore weaver bard, which means that I have an ability called Foreshadow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend 2 uses of bardic inspiration and be like, okay, foreshadowing. This is the turn in the story. Willow shakes it off. So Willow, when you roll your next save, you add 2d6 from Bardic Inspiration to your save.
Oh,
If,
okay.
you choose to make the save, which I assume you do.
Oh, absolutely.
Rad.
So we'll see
Okay,
how that
so
goes.
We'll see how that goes.
yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yep, and you said that they're at the lackeys are at the door.
Yeah, they're like at the different windows about to hop out.
All right, I'm going to go to the closest window and essentially shut it behind them once they go out. Like that's my readied action, just to like shut the door and like lock it if it has a lock. I don't know if it has a lock.
Yeah,
I
we'll
really
say
don't
they
want
get
them to
out the
come back
window.
through the
Yeah.
window with
And you
reinforcements.
shut it behind them. Absolutely. It's so funny. It's like, you've been an inconvenience. Get out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's like you
Very
take the
loud
mouth out in the
clicking.
cup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. You absolutely shut it behind. Anything else you'd like to do?
I continue my battle song, and that's it.
Amazing. This is gonna come back around to Oliver's turn. With Oliver's turn, I am essentially rolling to see if he can battle this. He was rolling at disadvantage before, because he is fully overtaken by this fate sickness. But what I will say, Rowan coming up and holding his hand is going to give him advantage, meaning I'm rolling flat. So I'm gonna try to beat this.
Power of hand holding.
The power of hand
Really and truly.
I wouldn't be
Hold
this
hands-
scared if I was holding Yusuf's hand.
I
This-
agree.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
agree.
Hold
Same.
hands with your homies.
Yes. I'm gonna roll. So the previous round he rolled an 8, so he wasn't able to break it. He just needs 3 in a row, 3 successes in a row in order to make it.
Oh, I'm about to ask you a terrible, horrible question, Lexi, on my turn.
Okay. We have a success on his part. You see the moss start
Okay.
to climb higher up. Got him. Okay, flat 19. That's gonna bring it around to Yusuf.
Yusuf is, I think, using most of rare energy, most of rare power to make sure that this draconic hand of Sarath remains corporeal, remains here. And so I don't think that they're able to do that much. However, still being able to see the spider web that is connecting Oliver to Sarath, to all of the other people who are infected by this moss, I imagine perhaps even a new thread forming between him and Rowan as well. As this is happening, I think Yusuf sees the little sinews of the thread start to form between the two of them. And Yusuf is going to concentrate their energy on this draconic hand and try to lure it and taunt it into attacking them again. And in so doing, the intention is that Yusuf is going to move in such a way as to bring these threads in the way of that attack. It's okay if Yusuf still gets hit, but I'm trying to use Sarath's own hand to break the binds that connect Oliver to her.
Ah.
And if I may fuck with something,
Please.
I have
I
a
love this
I'm in
because this
love,
is just like
I'm in
this
love.
is Hamna, and I love it so much.
Oh no.
I have a combat maneuver called Use the Pain, which technically gives me a free attack against a foe who has crit against me, but I would like to just flavor it differently. I'm willing to pay extra. It normally costs 1 exertion. I'm willing to pay extra to fuck with it the way that I would like. I would like to use the psychic pain of this dragon of Sarath attacking me in order to direct its attack towards this arcane thread instead. I have 5 exertion points. I'm willing to use them all if I have to.
Here's what I'll say. I will let it cost what it normally does. In order to do this, you're going to have to open yourself up to the sickness that Sarath carries, meaning you are going to have to flat fail the wisdom save. You can, if you choose to try to roll against the wisdom save, it will not count. You will not be able to do it. But you have to open yourself up to Sarath's hand and this sickness in order to make this happen, meaning you will take full damage of whatever I roll.
I will do it.
Okay. Sarath reaches out for you. The sickness hits you before she does. This is gonna be...
I'm hearing so many dice.
Me too.
Pierce might have to drag us all out again.
Conveniently, we have Jake outside, so it's fine.
Let's see what happens before I deliver this damage to you. Because this is a rupturing of the mind. This isn't a rupturing of the body. What happens when this hand becomes fully corporeal in front of you? How do you bend and twist it to your will?
I don't think Yusuf has been doing any physical motions or anything in order to do this. I think this is purely channeling the will of Isa and the divine magic of Isa in order to do this. So it's devotion, it's faith that allows this to happen. And I think in recent times, Yusuf has learned a new kind of devotion, a new kind of faith, a new kind of love. And so I think the way that Yusuf directs this is that in doing this, in keeping this hand corporeal and as it attacks, the moment that the hand makes contact with Yusuf's chest, with their body, Ray takes the closest hand that they have and they go to grab Willow's. And they channel that devotion, that love between the two of them. And they use that to allow Isa to guide them and to move and control this dragon claw.
Okay.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I literally made a
I'm not
joke.
crying.
Use power of love to kill the dragon.
Right?
The hand reaches forward. You reach for Willow. Willow, what do you do? Actually, Willow, go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Okay. I am immediately
Don't
going
forget
to
the 2d6.
use those. Yeah, the 2d6. I'm going to roll the 2d6 first.
Yeah, do it.
Just to add tension to this. 7. Okay, so I need to roll an 12 or higher, right?
Yes, you need to beat 19.
Oh, God. Okay. Do I have anything that will help me here?
I believe in you!
Power of friendship.
No, yes, that is something.
I have nothing.
I assume that, I mean, Willow mentioned that holding Yusuf's hand would make them less afraid. So I'm just saying they should fully get advantage
I
on
did
this,
say
and
that.
I'm entirely
I did
bullshitting.
say that. Let me see. I just want to make sure I haven't forgotten to add anything to my character sheet. Yeah, there's nothing I can really.
You gotta just go.
You
You
just
gotta
Gotta do it.
do
You
it.
gotta roll.
You have to
You
do
just gotta
it.
do it.
Just gotta do it. Okay. Okay.
It's just a number. It's just a random number generator.
Yes. Okay.
It's a random number generator.
Wait, do you have
Ooh.
disadvantage
Yeah.
though?
Oh, do I have disadvantage?
Because of the fear or no?
So,
No, this is just to break out of fear.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Yeah. So that is a 25.
Woof. Okay.
Yeah.
The hand of Yusuf, rare hand, reaches out to you, and this is what breaks your fear. What do you do?
I think I had stepped back in fear of this immense ancient beast. And then I see Yusuf reaching out for me. And I think a couple of things kind of force its way into the forefront of their mind. One, I think, is how much... I think he's very embarrassed to even admit it to himself, but how much they love Yusuf. I think it's kind of like they are usually they are usually like pretty self-absorbed, and this is like the first time where they look at someone and think, I hope I can be good enough for them. I think, like, very openly. And and they have no idea how to like really understand this emotion and feeling, but then they see that Yusuf reaching out, and while they have no idea how to go about being good enough for them, they know at the very least the first step is to make a step forward, and that step back becomes like a launch where he pushes off the wall and will use his wings to fly right towards Yusuf and grab onto their hand.
Okay, so let me just.
Happy Pride.
This
Happy
happens
Pride.
right before I die.
Willow,
Yes.
there's a moment with Granny Appleseed where the idea she presented the idea that anything could happen, meaning failure is a possibility, which is enough to stop you from doing anything. This idea of paralyzing anxiety when it comes to doing anything but failure or anything but success. Question marks, unknowns, all of these variables moving are one of the biggest fears you've had. For the first time, there's a huge question mark in your life about what happens after this. A huge question mark behind you. You still feel the heat and see the embers behind you of a dragon way bigger than you've ever encountered. Just right over your shoulder. And in that fear, in that unknowing, in that mystery, you launch yourself towards love. Your wings take off and flap behind you, the wind soaring you forward, just as the hand of Sarath reaches towards Yusuf. Yusuf it grabs and snatches Yusuf out of the air, also grabbing the strings, these ties of fate around both Yusuf, around Rowan, around Oliver, absolutely rupturing and shattering them as it squeezes, and with a sickening crunch, 19 points of damage towards Yusuf. Are you still up?
I'm still up! I'm at 3!
Oh my god.
Yes! That's the power of left, baby. Like Huey Lewis in the news.
But I'm still up, baby!
You hear as these connections rupture and shatter, almost like the symbiote was like the elastic ties of the symbiote wrapping around Oliver. It starts to peel back and unravel around his body. And Yusuf, you feel as if like there's this just affirmational, I took the pain and it paid off situation, as the hand, all of these strings of fate wrap around Sarath's hand instead, and almost eating at her own skin and flesh, start to eat this dragon's hand back to the bone. You hear behind you, Willow, the screaming of a dragon as it screeches behind you. This room is filled almost with flame, embers, hot wind, almost blowing you away.
I would like, in that momentum of launching myself towards Yusuf, I would like to pull them into a hug and use my dragon wings to protect, like, wrap around the both of us and protect us from, one, falling, so I imagine we're in the air, and two, from the heat of the withdrawal of this dragon.
It scorches over you. Rowan, what would you like to do? It is your turn before we cinematically close this.
Is there still like a battle between like Oliver and the dragon, or is that like done now?
It is starting to wither away. It's
Mhm.
still happening. You think he still has one like you're actually not sure. It's starting to unravel and wither away in front of you, but it's not all gone.
I would like, I guess, make a bargain with you, Lexi. Can I give Oliver advantage if I fail a wisdom save?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. So I will allow that to happen.
Okay. And this is wisdom save towards Sarath's hand reaching out for you.
Yeah.
If
it allows him advantage, I'll take it.
You see, it is a desperate predator reaching for whatever it can grab. As it reaches around, it's almost torn all of the threads away. It's hoping it can get Oliver. It reaches to the side, almost outside of his heart, and scrapes against you. And this incorporeal made corporeal thing. Oh, hold up. Sorry, I forgot dice. There it is. Okay. It is only 15 points of psychic damage. And he will get advantage on his next save. Is there anything you say to him? And as you see this hot wind blowing in front of you, what I will say is you, at the position you're at, you see Willow, and Willow has encased Yusuf. You see from the corner of the room, almost through a portal, the mouth of a dragon beginning to fire up some sort of breath weapon. You've seen this before. You've been hit with this before. You've been killed with this before.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Lexi. When you get killed once, you kind of know what's going to happen next. So you're really like not afraid of it.
Yeah.
So I think kind of with that, I tell Oliver, A, it doesn't hurt if she uses it. And B, the person who brought me back to life is here. So you're going to be fine.
He doesn't seem like he can speak, but he holds your hand tighter.
Yeah.
Almost warning you, like squeezing very, very tight.
Yeah.
Like there's something that is very, like, scaring him a lot about the situation.
I know. I'm going to hold his hand tighter and kind of be like, and like, I know you're afraid, but, and also like, I know you're afraid, but like, both of us kind of want the same goal, and that's something good for Philomena. And I think I'm gonna kind of be like, look, we both have the same, like, kind of end goal here. We both want Philomena to have a great life, and we can achieve that together. So I'm putting everything behind me, and if you can too, let's just start fresh and move forward.
You get one word from a scorched throat. It's almost as if ash, breathing in ash and soot. You get one word. Just deal. That's all you get.
Slightly. Yeah. Sorry, just how it drops it in our problem.
I know. In my mind, I was like,
it's enemies to lovers to friends to lovers to.
Yes. We all know
Friends
that
of
Oliver's a piece
lovers.
of shit, but he's not a piece of shit. Let's just
No. Yeah.
Rowan's out here like, maybe I can change him.
It's for Philomena, right? Yeah.
Oh no. Anyways, she's my best friend. I like her so much.
Yeah, best
She will
friend.
be my
Best
wife.
friend.
She will be my wife.
They're the best friend where, like, when you're young, you're like, if we don't get married by, like, I don't know, 25, we should just get married together, right?
I
As
know,
friends,
like, you
obviously.
have
We should
to
get,
understand.
we should just put tax
Age
funds.
lower, you're like, if we don't get married by 20,
20, actually, you know what? How about 15?
How about like right now?
yeah, it's wild. Do you think you'll get married tomorrow?
Oh my god.
Funny you said that. I already called up. Yeah, I've already gone ordained
I know.
priest. We can do it right now if you want.
That being said, I want to come around to Rowan. You see this coming.
Okay.
You hang on tightly to Oliver, who I will make another wisdom save for. But Piers, I would love to see what you would like to do. what I will say, you're watching this all happen. You're in the. I'm not even being. I'm not kidding you. You're fully in the corner, watching, like at the perfect, like going over to close the window, put you at the perfect vantage point to see Willow rush forward, cover Yusuf.
Yeah.
See
So, like, yeah.
Rowan. Yes, see Rowan take Oliver's hand, and to see all of this happen at once, and you do see the maw of a dragon in the corner of the room. You are not in its way. You see just a beam starting to charge up and glow against the white scales of Willow's back.
Okay. That's not good. Okay. Well, Piers started the scene by outsourcing his empathy from Yusuf. And then saw that Rowan also did that, and there's like, one, Pierce is already totally writing this epic in his head.
Yeah.
But also, like, he's sort of, like, realized, like, he's watching this whole thing. He's not actually meaningfully been a part of, like, the fight. He's just been empowering everybody else to do it. And, like, then kind of remembers what Granny Appleseed said about, like, being a person and having connections to people and things. So I don't know how to do this mechanically. So I'm gonna offer to spend my inspiration and essentially attempt to, like, because this is all like metaphysical and like psychic-y, I want to try and, like, I don't know, spend a hero point, burn spell slots, whatever, to like try and shield them from this, because like this is clearly like a like crux of the matter, and if this gets disrupted or something, it's just all gonna go to shit. So like I'm gonna try and hold this back so that they can like wrap it up.
Wow. If you take all of the damage I'm about to roll for this fire breath, I will allow it to not spill on any of the rest of your teammates, if that's what you would like.
Yep, it's fine.
Oh
It's
no,
definitely fine.
I know CPR, everyone. It's fine.
I don't.
It's fine, guys. I
God
can
damn
make my
it.
death save.
Roll me a dex save.
All right.
know
And
what died.
Piers is
Mario?
definitely not discussing any of this. There's
No,
there's
you
not
see it
time.
happen, and this is the first time. It's like bullet time. You're jumping in
Yeah.
front of it before anybody else even notices.
Ariana DeBose holding the bullet.
Yes.
Can I add my tumbling expertise
Yeah.
die to
Yeah.
my deck save here to fling myself?
Yes.
All right.
So you did have to
Right,
make
that's-
the save or fail the save to succeed at this?
Oh, that's true.
Either
like,
way, you're
am I
taking
making a deck save to
damage.
get?
Oh no, you would have to fail. You're putting yourself
Yeah, I was
entirely
gonna say I
in front of the
willfully
screen.
fail it. I didn't
Okay,
know if I
yes.
was rolling decks to like get there in time to choose to fail it or what, but
No, you got it. It's gonna be a lot of d6s. No.
I have a question. Okay.
yeah, sure, Jack, go for it.
I have a question. Are
you willing to put on the line?
I'm part dragon.
Mhm.
I feel that the next logical step for a dragon would be a breath weapon.
Mhm, which is why you opened your wings to cover you.
Yeah. I guess I'm concentrating on protecting Yusuf.
I do think that's where
Yeah.
your mind is. But if there's anything,
Yeah.
Can I?
that
Yeah.
seems really.
Can I do
reasonable.
something? Because I did talk about how Pierce like saved us.
yes.
I did make eye contact with Pierce, and I don't know if I'm picking up what they're putting down, but like you're part of the story too, bitch.
Bitch,
Sorry.
What do you think I'm
But-
doing?
I know, but
you're
I'm
part of
kind
the story.
I know, but I do like
Yeah.
make eye contact with Pierce just so like I kind of like if they're putting it down, I'm just gonna accept it. So I just want Pierce to know that I'm in their corner.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want Pierce to know that.
Piers
You-
is going
you
to
see that,
give you
yeah.
a thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Like sort of a jaunty thumbs up, and then
Jaunty
just,
thumbs up runs as the fire beam across
It's
the
fine.
room. Okay, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
There's so much. I just
I
want
have a
everyone to-
thing that would have made it so much better if I got hit, but literally there really
Yeah.
is no reason why
I
It's
don't
okay.
know how
Willow
to
would
tell
get
you.
involved. Yeah.
I'm really
I
like
mean, I
looking at
appreciate
this.
the effort.
No. Rowan's like, it's what Pierce thinks is best. It's what's gotta happen. If it's what's best, then it's what's gotta happen.
$59 points of fire damage.
That's a death from massive damage save right there.
Do
Is that double your max?
Let's see. It is not.
that how it works?
Let
Okay,
me make
thank
goodness.
sure.
It is not.
Okay.
What's the number on your?
Massive
What's your
damage
max?
and instant death.
Oh.
Okay, if it's equal to. Oh, okay, never mind.
Two
This is
times,
less
yeah.
bad. If it's equal to or greater than 20 plus 3 times your character level. So it's definitely not bad.
Oh,
Nice.
so it's different.
Okay.
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 Oh, thank
I'm
God. I
only,
was like, oh,
mostly
God.
dead.
With
I thought that the threshold was like 50 for some reason.
yeah, no.
We can
No,
work with
no.
mostly dead.
59
it's
points
fine.
of fire
It's fine.
damage. 59 points of fire damage.
I like to
As-
think so.
yeah.
Pierre's like Fey contact is what lets him produce flame and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's sort of like his element in that he has one. So I like to think that part of this absorption was like the breath weapon like sprays out in a cone, and Pierre sort of like reaches out and it just sort of like gathers in and like focuses as like, I don't know, runes and shit light up on his skin. And then there's just sort of like the little like implosion skadoosh.
Yes, absolutely. You are set ablaze as this thing. You are protected by your Fey blood, but protected in the sense that you could have died entirely. The last thing you remember is roaring fire and scorched. Your clothes being scorched. Everything about you feeling as if it could melt in this moment. But you remember the smile that Rowan gave you, and you know this is not the last thing you'll ever see. You
The story
absorb the
isn't over
entire
yet.
beam. Yes, the
Mhm.
story is it. This is not how stories end. Not now, not ever. And that's where we're going to end this session. As the portal that beams the incorporeal dragon that sat in the corner of the room disappears. Its hand reaches back through Oliver's body, disappearing and pulling all of that thread with it. Oliver falls to the ground. You all fall to the ground. And we are left in this castle. End of session. Damn. Damn.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Lexi, did you expect it to take this turn?
Well.
No. No. Absolutely not. Gosh. Wow.
Ugh.
Yeah. That breath weapon is 16d6. So,
That was a really good, well,
Crying.
bad for Lexi, but really good roll for
Yeah.
Pierce,
Yeah,
considering
yeah.
that was 66.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah, holy shit.
was so
average.
many
Well, the average is 56, so it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
It's bad, but yeah, that was very, very, very good. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This has been
We're
such
back
a
with a bang.
fun time. We are back with a bang. Someone's dead, but not for long, for sure. Let's go around and introduce ourselves, say who you are, who you were tonight, and where we can find you on the internet. Let's start back with Drac.
Yeah, hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. Today I played Willow, he, they, the Draconis sorcerer, and I guess for the first time, sort of, I think he maybe admitted it last episode, but like he's really admitted to himself that he is in love with Yusuf. If you want to see me playing in other games, you can follow me on Twitter because I'm always tweeting out what other performances I'm in, because I'm a TTRPG performer, writer, actually producer, a bunch of stuff TTRPG related. I am doing it or will be doing it. I think the only thing I will shout out is that we announced it a couple of days ago, I think Tuesday at this point. But I'm going to be I'm behind the scenes, like the admin, creative producer, production manager, blah blah blah, of an actual play that's going to be coming out, and we're going to be announcing it on July 4th, called Undying Hope. And our actual very GM here, I'm alone on the screen, so I don't know why I'm this way. Oh, damn it, this way. Lexi is going to be Lexi's going to be in it. So if you want to check that out, keep an eye out on my Twitter, Gabe James Games Twitter, Lexi's Black Girl Mage Twitter. Ashley Roboto is going to be in it, so keep an eye on their Twitter. R.I.P. Mika, check out their Twitter. And Cat Scratch, that's KATSKRATCHH on Twitter. I spelled that one out because they spell everything just wrong in there. I love Cat, but they spell everything wrong in that handle. But yeah, you can check that out. It's going to be very fun. I've recently been listening to the Session Zero. I wasn't able to be there for the Session Zero, but Gabe ran a Session Zero to test everyone's character design and to system out. And hearing Lexi's and Cat's reactions to the zombies it gave me so much joy in my heart. So you're gonna want to catch this. But yeah, that's it from me.
So rad. Hamna.
Yes, hi, hello, my name is Hamna, I use any and all pronouns, and I am a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find me all over the social medias at Lilith TTRPG, though Twitter is the best place to know, currently anyway, where I am at any given point in time, though I did start posting on TikTok, kind of, sort of, so you should follow me there too. The next place that I will be is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be over on TEA TTRPG, TTRPG's channel, playing Perdition, which is a D&D 5th edition game where we play as fallen gods who are trying to re-ascertain their godhood. We're going through a bunch of different trials right now, and I play the god of hope, who is all good vibes only, thoughts and prayers, toxic positivity. That is who I'm playing. So if you want to see me play the worst person on earth, you should come check us out tomorrow. And with that, I will pass it over to Madeline.
Oh, hi, I'm Madeline. This is my son who is trying to escape. I'll let him go now.
Aww,
he was sitting on my lap being so
cutie.
and then he changed his mind. I'm at the Goose Girl everywhere on the internet because why? I'm in my silly little goose era. I GM a game with the complete opposite vibes. Have you ever seen Love Island? You're like, it should be gay and a monster dating sim. You should watch Blood Island on Omniversal Entertainment, where some sexy single monsters are looking for the loves of their lives. We're 2 episodes in, and it's like we had an elimination ceremony last episode, and have you ever been so floored by a character choice that you were shooketh to the core? Because that happened to me. It's very fun. It's frothy. It's the TTRPG equivalent of a sparkling rosé. So if you just want something light and silly, it's at Omniversal Entertainment. We do every other Monday. So we're not on next week, but we are on the week after. So it's called Blood Island. Please come check us out. And there's some really awesome people playing on it. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so freaking rad. I'm definitely gonna check that out because Love Island is like my new favorite show right now.
No kidding.
God, Savannah, that's up you. That's up you next. That's you up next. Thank you. There we go. Ordering.
All right. So yeah, I'm Savannah Broadway. I head up the Gate Pass Gazette, the folks who put out the magazine for new content for Advanced 5th edition. You should check us out on Patreon. You can check me personally out on Twitter at @PurpleGnomeling, no E. You can also check out Remy the Conyer at @Remedem. She continues to forsake us for apple slices. Who can really blame her? And yeah, I've been your Eladrin Bard, who maybe just became a real boy.
Oh my gosh, it's finally happening. Amazing. And I guess that brings it around to me because who am I? I don't know. My name is
questions.
Lexi. It is a big question. My name is Lexi, otherwise known as Black Girl Mage on Twitter and Twitch. I have been your narrator. I am a professional game master, dungeon master, all of those things. Writer, screenwriter, musician, composer, all of the things that you could possibly be. But as of right now, I'm kind of just vibing. So Twitter is the best place to find out what I'm doing next. Actually, I'm really not vibing because, to be honest, I've got many and multiple things coming up. I've got This Was Tonight. Tomorrow, I've got A Girl by Moonlight one shot for Roll20. And then Undying Hope is something that will be coming out in the future. Very excited about that. My character is sexy as fuck.
Yeah, we got some art in, and it was
I look nuts.
respectfully.
God, it is a thirst trap. For me as someone who's going to be playing the character as well. Yeah, I literally like. Oh my god. I'll have words about that. Sure, I'm sure in the future. But outside of that, the biggest thing is just keep an eye on my Twitter. I've got a lot of things going on. But hopefully those things will be happening very soon. So, outside of that, if you are interested in playing this game, we have basically been playing the Level Up Advanced 5th Edition system. It's a deeper, more flexible version of the 5e rule set you already know and love. You watched it. It was easy to hang on to and know what was going on, especially if you already know 5e. So if you want a little bit more depth to the rule set, definitely check out www.a5e.tools whenever you would like, or you can just go back, listen to all the episodes of this game. I'm sure you'll pick it up pretty quickly. This is the To Save a Kingdom adventure path, with a little homebrew twist on it. But little homebrew twist that, it's just a little, it's something else. It's just something I'm doing. But the To Save a Kingdom adventure path will be available for retail in October of this year. That being said, thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. We are so excited to continue sharing this show with you. We will see you here next Thursday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna see what happens to Piers and the rest of these guys. Also, Angry Polycule, please hurry. Please. Need it to happen. I'm looking. I have something inappropriate to say.
Listen, Lexi.
Please bring that into my life. Make me, please. All that being said, we will catch you here next week, same time, same place, same energy. Have a wonderful rest of your week. And whenever you're listening to this, don't get singed with 59 points of fire damage.
Good advice.
Yes, for sure. It's applicable to all situations. That being said, bye everyone.
Bye.